for us.
Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Dude, that was with such enthusiasm. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
And I'm here for you, St. Louis.
Yeah.
We're here for you, St. Louis.
Yeah.
We got about a week and a half until Thanksgiving. We were just talking about chili.
Arguing
It's going to be
about
in
chili.
the 60s today.
Yeah, we have some hard judgments on chili. I didn't realize.
Well, you went to a chili contest, chili cook-off contest.
Yeah, Tim works at AmeriCorps St. Louis, which is a nonprofit, and each year they do a Share the Warmth event to fundraise. And on Friday night, that's where I was. And 2 years running, this guy named Nick has won, and he's got this white chili with shredded chicken. It's essentially chicken tetrazzini without the noodles.
So it's white chicken chili.
Yeah.
And the argument is white chili actually chili?
Right.
No.
And a lot of people were upset. They're like, it's so good, but it's because it's different than all of the other like red bean, tomato-based chilies.
I don't think white chili's chili.
I don't think it is either. And is that racist?
He needs to give his reward back.
I don't think race has anything to do with this one.
Is it chiliest? I don't know.
Why is it not chili? Tell me your argument.
What makes chili?
Show me a sound argument.
I don't know. I feel like
it's
chili. I feel like chili has to be somewhat tomato based.
It's basically got to be sloppy Joe with a little more beans or something.
Let me ask you that: if we did a spaghetti contest, and I showed up with an Alfredo spaghetti, would you be like, yeah? If we did like a spaghetti and meatballs contest, it just seems like it's wrong.
Well,
It's
it's
just
on the
wrong.
noodle, right?
What
White chili.
makes?
I think it's. Here's the thing I don't like about it: it's thin. It's not. It's a soup. It's got a thin broth. It just feels like a.
The stuff that we make isn't very thin, but I see like most pictures does have it kind of thin.
Well, I think chili has to have chili powder, and I don't think white chicken chili has any chili powder.
I mean, it was delicious. Don't get me wrong.
My God.
But it's
You're
kind
right.
of controversial.
All right.
That's the most sound argument I've ever heard you make.
Creamy white chicken chili. I'm looking at ingredients.
There's no chili powder in it.
Well, let me take a look here because there's.
Oh, there is in this one.
Yeah, it's
do
like
wanna
that's
try
how
it.
they get by putting some chili powder in it.
Oh, they do. Okay.
So it's just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's
chili.
like a Salt Bay amount of chili powder.
I mean, this looks so good.
Yeah, this looks.
I'm just going to put white chicken chili on notice right now.
I am
You're
too.
on notice.
You might not be
You
chilling
got
24.
1 foot. You got 1 foot out.
I think we got our first e-memoriam.
Yeah.
We got in early this week. White chicken chili.
But here's a good tip for those trying to enter those contests.
Yeah.
Do the white chicken chili till everyone says you can't have it in there because you're going to win.
Yes. I'm going to put a poll up at Rizz Show on Twitter. Is white chicken chili considered chili?
I don't know if I just typed in is white and CHI and it came up is white chicken actually chili, like it auto filled for me.
Yeah.
So this has been a debate.
The world wants to know. And the answer is no.
And you can build it on a roux, or you can do other things and make it thick. That's a choice.
How do you thicken it up?
Here it says you can do
Flour.
Well, you can simmer it longer if you cook it longer. You can do a slurry of cornstarch, corn flour, and water. You can add refried beans,
Slurry.
Yeah.
I know.
Ugh. That should disqualify it right there.
or you can, like I said, you can put it on.
I mean,
on a
there's
roux.
a
You
whole
do your roux
article
first.
about this. The divided states of chili.
This is our top issue right now.
I mean,
Because we're
chili-
in chili season.
There is a spirited debate over whether beans belong
Well,
to
in
chili.
Texas,
In
no,
Tex-
beans are illegal.
Yeah.
What?
In Texas.
This is the only way I eat beans.
There's
They
a
don't
subsect.
put beans in their chili in Texas.
What do they
no.
do?
They will actually put you in a car and drive you out of the state.
Oh my God.
They'll drive you to the panhandle of Oklahoma and drop you off.
Yep, that's it. You're out.
So wait a second. You don't eat red meat, right?
No, I don't.
But you eat the bird every once in a while.
I eat the bird.
So isn't this kind of like
An option?
good for you?
No,
I mean, aren't you stoked here?
What are the rules?
But
Yeah, I mean, like,
chili cook-offs, no rules.
You know the rules.
I would think that you'd be an advocate.
I was on Friday. Listen, hear me out. Okay. they had the guy who made the vegetarian chili, which I voted for, was the only vegetarian option at this.
But you admitted
experience.
it wasn't the best chili. You just did it because
I knew the white stupid chicken chili was gonna be winning. So I got the vegetarian.
You are never to judge anything.
So who's the
'Cause
manipulator?
That's not fair.
Right. This is what happens when people vote. So then of course I get the white chicken chili because that's the only other option because the other things had beef in it and I'm like not about that life anymore.
You can't just eat put it in your mouth, slosh it around, and spit it out
Like a wine?
sommelier.
I'm trying to have a nice Friday, okay? And I could do that, but that's
What are you
disgusting.
doing, Lern? I'm spitting out the chili.
Has her bucket with her?
I want to try it.
So anyway, I had the white chicken chili, man, and I'm going, gosh, damn it, this
It's
is
good?
good.
Yeah.
Shoot, But then the vegetarian guy, his crock pot broke.
Oh, damn it.
Terrible.
That's like snapping an Achilles.
It was at the chili cook-off.
All that training and
Disaster.
game time.
Snap
comes
it
in.
again.
had him in a tent. There was like a blue tent off to the side of the chili.
The crock pot
Took
goes
the crock pot in the tent. The doctor
man.
comes off. He's got a flashlight.
They cart it off.
Yeah,
they cart it.
they come out with a cutting board.
Yeah, with the
Two guys
gurney.
hold it and put it on the ground.
Yeah.
The crock pot's crying and waving to the crowd as he
Yeah,
gets
it
thumbs
was.
up.
People are clapping as it's taken off the field. Anyway, so yeah, the vegetarian chili and the chicken chili, and it was worthy of taste, but it was. I heard murmurs. People were like, "It's chicken tetrazzini. This isn't really chili, but we're going to vote for it anyway."
Tetrazzini. That's
Look up that. You know
It's
what I'm
not
talking
the
about?
same.
It's
I don't know
shredded
that
chicken.
But isn't there carrots in that and peas?
Oh no,
Is there?
I don't think so. At least not the tetrazzini in my house.
I don't know.
You're the Italian though, so you would know.
I've never had that.
Oh,
it's a casserole.
it's a casserole. God,
Looks good to
it's
me.
casserole season too, man. I mean, we're in the height
is
of eating.
chicken tetrazzini basically the filling of chicken pot pie?
Yes, very good, but not with the
heck
carrots.
yeah.
And
I'll
the
get
peas
down
like
on
you're
that.
thinking.
Whoa, turkey,
sounds
mushroom,
awesome.
tetrazzini, like all these are. Oh,
Check it out, you guys.
I've been
It's
missing
not chili
out.
though.
It's
All
not
right,
chili.
so what? All right, Rafe. Bowl of chili at the Rafe household.
Yeah.
What are we putting in it? What are we putting on it? All right, we going rice?
Rice and chili?
Yeah.
Get out of here. No
chili
way.
over rice?
Well, you put it over.
Oh, over rice.
it, yes.
Over rice.
They
Over
meant
rice.
Oh,
in
wow,
the
I've
pot.
No,
done
I'm
that.
talking accoutrement
I've never put rice
no,
on
straight
top.
shredded cheese,
underneath.
sour cream.
Boom.
Chives.
And that's polarizing to some people, but I'm with you, sister, all the way.
Yeah, a little
What?
dollop of
A little dollop of sour cream goes a long way, and some chili cools it down when it's piping hot to the right temp.
I
Or
do the
spicy.
Greek yogurt. I just do Greek,
Greek
yogurt.
yogurt's
That's
not
all
terrible.
right.
Yeah, that's
I'll
really
allow
good,
it.
too.
Same thing. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
tell the
pretty
difference
good.
once it's in there.
Nah, you really can't. Shredded cheese,
crackers, oysters.
oyster
Oyster
crackers. Sometimes, if I'm trying to pretend like I'm not eating carbs, I'll leave those out.
Tortilla
even though
chips?
I'm eating like a 3,000 calorie bowl of chili. Tortilla chips. I have put chili cheese Fritos into chili before on a wild bender.
And
Doritos, dude.
Not every time.
Doritos.
did it work?
Cheese Doritos.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
like to put the chili on top of the chips in the bowl. I put
It's like a walking taco.
the chips
Yes.
at the bottom of the bowl. Sometimes I'll crunch them up because I like when the chips get soft.
I don't like that. I like to eat. I got to swoop up those chips before they get soft. I got to still need to crunch. That's why they're
So
there.
I'll do this. I'll put the chips at the bottom and put cheese on the chips and then the chili over.
Gosh, damn it, this is good.
I've come around I've been to Cincinnati
We're
a
having
couple.
chili tonight.
Yes, tonight.
Dude, I went to
Cincinnati chili sucks. It's terrible.
the Skyline chili. You're not a fan?
Horrendous.
Why does that?
Do you like
suck?
the chili or do you not? Do you not like it over the noodles? What's your
Both.
All right.
You really
Is
have
that
to
what it's
screw up
called
chili
when
for
it's
me
over
not to
noodles?
like it.
Oh, it's sweet.
The greatest thing about chili is
I
it's
like
just
sweet chili.
It's just like pizza. Like you can't mess it up unless you put
I
something in it that I really
disagree.
hate, like a black olive or something like that. That's the beauty of chili. is
Chocolate in your chili?
You can do. I don't care anything in it. It's so good.
Peanut butter?
That's
never
yeah.
done
That sounds
that.
great.
Some people
Have you
do-
seen that? People put peanut butter in their chili.
People put peanut butter
Do
in
it all.
Also,
It
people
freaked
put,
me out the first time I saw
People
it.
will swear by a bowl of chili with a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
love
good.
that. Peanut butter
I've
and
watched
jelly.
people put actual dollops, full scoops of like Jif right in the bowl.
Yeah, I'm okay with that
Chili can do no wrong.
if it's too hot.
You let it sit.
No, I mean spicy.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah. Okay.
No,
I
I mean
can't
spicy.
do super spicy.
But I'm just saying, like you get to pick. Somebody just made like a slop, and then you get to fill it with more crap.
Here's my key ingredient. This is Worcestershire sauce. Or a little bit of Country Bob's
While it's cooking.
while it's cooking.
Ooh. Sounds
A little bit of country bob, some Worcestershire in the crock pot. Let it simmer. Got to have a good amount. I like to do turkey chili because it makes me feel better about what I'm doing, but you can do it upright. You'll never know it's turkey if you do it right.
Well, yeah.
You don't lose the element of chili, which is important, which is like I like a high meat volume in my chili.
We knew somebody that was famous for these meatballs that he would bring to these parties, and he did a chili, and both of them were turkey, and he never told anybody.
Really?
And nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew his secret ingredient. You remember? You know what I'm talking
Courtney's
about?
Love.
boyfriend.
Well, no, I'm talking about over in KC. Remember
Uh-uh.
those meatballs?
yeah,
and he's like,
yeah.
I've been doing these. Like, everybody loves them.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that it's all turkey.
I'm a broth girl. You guys can have all the meat you want, man. Like, I'm a broth
Yeah.
girl, soup
You were a
wise.
broth kid in the 90s.
I was a broth
Broth
kid in the
kid.
90s.
Totally broth, dude.
You're talking about chocolate and peanut butter. We had a couple people tell us last time that they do a Reese's peanut butter
Yeah, the
cup
Reese's.
Yeah.
at the bottom.
That's what some people in the
Haven't
chat
done
are
that
saying.
Chili?
Mexican
Yeah.
chili.
God, I want to try that right now.
They'll put like a Mexican piece of chocolate, like a dark,
Spicy chocolate?
almost like not sweet at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like per
Like a
cacao.
90%?
Yeah. 90%, yeah.
Dude, I can't get this out of my head. Moon just blew my mind. If I find out that Reese's peanut butter cups are good in chili, dude, I'm going to get
It's over.
so fat. Like,
I mean, you
I
don't
just
need a
started
lot of
thinking
them.
the little ones are built for chili, like little oyster cracker size.
Right.
Yes,
the little
yes,
foily
yes, yes.
ones.
Pop
that you're
one
like,
on.
Yeah. If you want to do it bowl for bowl, you do it in the
You
do it
drop
the
like
minis.
6 of those in there, like glick, 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 glick,
Six.
glick, glick, glick.
If you're, if
I
you
think
put,
it's like one.
no, it's
Hey, this is my fantasy.
One mini per bowl, or like 3 of the big ones in your pot.
I'm polyamorous with my Reese's cups and my chili.
Well, it's chili season, guys,
Put
so
on my gravestone.
Glad we got this out immediately starting the show.
Me too.
Yeah, it's good.
I think I'm okay with white chili being chili.
Yeah, man.
God, don't walk it back.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
good,
I don't know,
but
but now I didn't know it was made with chili powder. That's a whole thing.
Yeah,
But
see, now that we
they
know
only.
that-
But here's the thing: the chili powder is added as a qualifier.
Right.
It is not an actual
it's
ingredient.
a loophole, dude.
It's a loophole of white chicken chili,
It
and
is.
I am not here for it.
You know what I want to
Soup.
know? Who are the judges of the Belleville Chili Cook-Off? It just happened a few weeks ago. Because
That's
I
a
wanna
big deal.
It is a huge deal.
Are you serious?
A number
Yeah,
of
I'm
years.
serious. It's a big
Oh,
deal.
dude. You go
That's
to the
growing a ton, man. I was
chili cook-off?
I was talking to a bunch of people over in Belleville, and they're like, man, you got to come back here for the chili cook-off. That's a big deal.
Now, I want to know if a white chili has won that thing, because I don't think it has. You go up and down that main strip, there is not like maybe but one
Hey,
white chili.
no offense to everybody else that made chili at your event, but if
Yeah.
it got beat by white chicken chili, maybe it deserved to be beat by white chicken chili.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah,
had
I
the
think
two.
you're
Have you
right.
guys
That's all I'm
ever-
saying.
Wow, you're
Have
going to
you
get
guys-
some emails, buddy.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
I mean, this is a polarizing thing, and if the polarizing thing takes the top spot, maybe you need to work on your stuff.
You're not wrong.
Have you guys ever
Okay.
judged like a for reals food competition?
Oh, yeah. Taste of Maplewood,
Yeah.
which was excellent.
I did that too.
We used to do
and
that.
it was
The
excellent.
wing one, the wing ding.
Yeah. I'd love to do that.
Oh, man, you
That'd be
loved
fun.
that.
I loved it. I loved it.
Well, you also loved prepping for it. You would always talk about practice. For 2 weeks, we'd have deliveries of wings.
Yeah,
and you
well,
were
I
practicing.
practiced, and then I remember my first one. There was like 30 different wing places from around the city that would bring their wares to the wing ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first year they're like, "Don't whatever you do, you are going to eat a lot of wings today. Don't eat the whole wing.
Right. Just take a
Take a
couple
bite.
bites.
Take
Yeah.
like a nibble."
Were they uber hot? That'd kill me.
No,
Were
there
a
was
lot of
different.
hot
There was
ones?
different categories. There was
Dry?
your classic wet wing. Then there was the dry rub, the dry rub round, and then there was the specialty round
What was that?
where
all
it was
about?
different creative,
Dude.
Oh, man. Sign me up.
Awesome.
awesome. And then we stopped getting invited because I think I
What?
complained one year, and then that was like, we're not inviting these guys anymore.
You
was the
complained about
complaint?
it?
Yeah, it just wasn't run right.
Oh.
And I think I went on the air the next day.
You
and maybe-
talked yourself out of this
I think I
competition.
talked myself out of the competition.
We're going to talk ourselves back in. Taste of Maplewood was cool because it was all of the participating businesses. And so, yeah, same thing. You only had to take a bite, but then there were some things that you just wanted to eat the whole damn plate. You
I know what the first year I didn't pace myself.
We got wings coming on Wednesday, by the way.
Dude,
You'll enjoy that.
2 things.
It's
We
food
do
week
have
on the
wings
Rizz
coming on
Show.
Wednesday. We have a lot of food coming this week.
Get ready,
Yeah.
you
Love
guys.
this.
It's the
I know.
gluttony week on
I
the
know.
Rizz Show.
I believe Legrand's will be delivering us sandwiches
Oh,
this week.
Lord.
I believe.
Case and Bucks is bringing us wings on Wednesday.
I believe Gramophone's bringing us food.
Golly,
Yes.
this is great.
If I held on to the wing, like if you saw me wash my hand, and could I feed you wings?
Yeah, as long as you're careful not to get any sauce up on the lips.
You
I thought it was a fingers
Yeah, I
thing.
thought it was
Well,
a
yes,
fingers
it
thing.
is. It's a fingers that I don't like things up in there.
Baby Moon
I'm down.
wing edition.
I'm down.
You
Yeah,
know, on your upper lip.
yeah. I mean, listen. When you guys attack your ribs and all that kind of stuff, the whole just looking like a
Who eats
clown.
like
Fu
that?
Manchu of sauce.
I don't
with
eat
you
like
on
that.
Are you listen? If in order to eat this and look like a human at the end of it, they have to put a roll of paper towels next to you. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's a fence. That's a big wall for me.
I kind of understand that, actually. I got over it, but I'm just saying I have to wipe my face after every bite.
I
And
do
I
too.
eat
Yeah,
with
me too.
somebody
I'm
who just
freaked out.
like goes full Captain Caveman, and it's just like they get the
it's
Joker
noted,
smile.
yeah.
of,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
sauce.
Oh,
Why don't we
That's
do
what I
this?
do.
Disgusting.
When the wings come in and we are all eating them, no paper towel. Let's see who can
Yeah.
go the longest.
I say we just can't
$1
look
million
at each
worth
other.
of equipment here.
You
I
gotta
say
be
we
really
get
careful.
we get glasses with blinders, and we don't. No one looks at the other people in the room.
clean hands, clean face. And that was the other thing too. Is like I'm sure Scott can attest. He's got a mustache right now. But when I had the big mustache and was growing it out, meals are ruined.
yeah.
I lost weight because I was just like, nope, it ain't worth it. Every
Can't do
single
it.
thing you bite, you smell for 6 hours. Like you're just like,
Oh no! I
don't
know
wanna
when I have
do
a
that.
big beard and I get stuff in my beard.
You shaved your beard down.
I
it
did,
looks
yeah.
like. Yeah.
I know I go like a couple notches down in my wife's book for sure.
When
Like,
there's
I
something
got
in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we kiss you people with beards, we can smell what
She
it-
hates it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, really?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh, cool. You had
And
barbecue.
sometimes I'm like with Tim. I'm like, you gotta get. I need to wash your face. Like I need to get.
I
up
need to
in
wash
there.
your face.
I need to
Or
get
my
up in
wife
your
will go, you
beard.
need to get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
And I said, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. And then you go shave.
And then I'll go shave. And I make sure I say, I'm doing it because I want to do it, not because
Listen, I've heard great.
you want me to do it.
I've heard great things about these wings coming on Wednesday. So yes, I want to try them.
Where are they from?
If you from Case and Bucks, if you would like to hand them,
Yeah.
You gonna
I will.
feed
I'll
him?
I'm gonna give.
I'll
I'll
put
give it a
gloves
go.
on, or I'm not trying to be a
Dude,
weirdo.
you gotta do the
I just want you to experience what we're doing.
It's not a germ thing. It's just
Funny.
I don't want anything on my fingers.
It looks like the trick we watched last week, where you scrunch the
Yeah,
wing
with the
and it
flaps.
all
Oh yeah,
comes off.
the umbrella.
Yeah, that's
can try the
What is that
umbrella. Speaking of wings, I want to give. I know we don't do shout outs, but I took a big group of comedians yesterday, some from the Carolinas. I took a big risk to Stellar Hog.
And with his 2 locations.
I went to Holly Hills. I went
Okay.
to the OG, and they crushed it, man.
Stellar Hog, man. Shout out to the Stellar Hog.
They crushed it.
That's where I'm
Their
getting
wings.
my turkey from.
Nice.
They have a honey glaze. We didn't even need ranch or blue cheese. Like I didn't see anyone use it, which is very rare. Because they're full. First of all, they're full wings. They're not drummies and flats. They're like full chicken wings. So they're both pieces are together. They bring out 4 at a time, and it's got like this honey glaze sauce that they're like trashed wings where they
Yeah.
flash fry them, but they're smoked. And dude, I had people from the Carolinas and I had people from Texas, comic from Texas. You know, these are serious barbecue people that were like, this
That's
is
a
the best
really good
barbecue we've
place.
ever had, and these are the best wings we've ever had.
That's where I ordered my turkey for this year. Stellar Hog. 'Cause
You're
there's a
being
location
good.
on Clarkson across from Marquette. That's one of those places really flies under the radar.
I've never heard of it.
Dude, we ordered so much food. I've had Stellar
It's
Hog
excellent.
to go. I've never dined in. We ordered so much food that the owner brought us out samples of everything. He was just like, "You guys are great," and he brought us out the smoked salami, the smoked. They had smoked salami and smoked pastrami. And man, everything was good. Every single thing on the menu was good
Yeah.
that we had.
Yeah, it's one of those places where they sell out quickly.
Hey, what
So you
is?
need to hit them up early.
I always forget about this. What are trash wings? What's that mean?
I think they're double fried.
Double. Yeah, like,
Like
they're
they're
dry.
sauced and then they get fried after they're sauced. So like
So it,
instead
like,
of them being
seals it
all
in?
seals it in and it's not messy.
It's crunchy.
It's like
I
crunchy.
don't
messy.
love them.
It's not saucy, so you don't get sauce all over
Oh,
you. Like
really?
they
Yeah.
kind of
Comes
lock
under
the
the
sauce
Coming
flavor.
my way.
They
are
fry them, sauce
love
them,
it.
and then fry them again. I don't love them.
These were good. I also do not like trashed wings. I'm with you on that. These were done correctly.
For some reason, it made it sound like it was like extra sauced.
No, they throw them in the garbage and then they take them off the top.
And then they
It
put
just
'em-
seems like
yeah.
Put them in a little.
I just imagine them
in
being
a paper boat.
far messier.
It's really good.
I got to say, man.
Doesn't it sound like it'd be far messier? But it's not.
Sounds
It's actually
far
less.
messier.
I was, as captain of the Pork Steak Army, I was sleeping on Stellar Hog a little bit. That's a blind spot for me. And I apologize to everyone
Everybody.
in the PSA. I'll do better. I'm going to be a little head on a swivel.
You got to be aware.
Is there
Gotta
still
be
a hog
aware.
on Clarkson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Across
downtown?
from Marquette.
Yeah. I didn't know. I don't go there.
How many are there?
2.
There's not one downtown, right?
The one you went to and the one out by us.
Yeah. The people with me were like, there's a Stellar Hog downtown. And I'm like, I do not think that's true unless there's a new location I don't know
think
about.
there's only 2. But
Someone that says true trash is in a pizza oven after saucing.
maybe. Maybe because like caramelizes the sauce on the top.
Damn it.
Man, I don't know. That seems like a lot of work.
Well, listen,
Very-
you
Yeah,
oughta-
I think
there
you guys
was
were
a lot
talking
of-
about food
That
today.
seems like a lot of work for something that some places were selling for like 35 cents a piece.
Man, Ruby Tuesdays in high school used to have 25-cent wings on Monday nights for football.
Wowee.
Ruby Tuesday.
What a deal.
Stuffed
Ruby Tues-
mushrooms? Get out of here.
Oh, the bison burger, the little sliders. What the heck? What the heck happened to Ruby Tuesday? Why'd they all just
Why'd they
up
just
and
go
leave?
away?
Shout out to
That's a
Ruby
delicious-
Tuesdays.
I know.
Hey, Ruby Tuesday.
Hey, baby.
Hey, how about a Monday shout out for Ruby Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Why did they just they also
Decent
just,
buffet.
They just left St. Louis.
They had a decent buffet.
Crestwood Mall, dude.
There's
Ruby
one in like
Tuesday.
Collinsville
buffet.
forever. Is there one in Collinsville still? There was one hanging on forever there.
That was just like one of those on the road things where if
look
you
it
were on the
up.
bus and somebody's like, "Oh, we need to eat Ruby Tuesday."
dude,
we all know
There's
what's
one
in
at
there.
Valley Park still.
Ruby Tuesday,
I see it.
Fridays, Applebee's. It's all the same.
It's all the
I
same.
disagree.
It's all the
I disagree.
same.
Ruby Tuesday
They're
was a
all the
point or two
same.
above.
Yeah.
No.
That was the
I
classier
don't
one.
know.
Throw Bennigan's in there.
Oh, Bennigan's. Yeah, up in Chicago.
They're all the same.
TJ, yeah, you think, and then you go in on Fridays and you go, okay, maybe there's not all the same.
Maybe
Well,
I
good
will
news,
have
there's one in
margarita.
St. Peter's,
Maybe
too.
I will.
We have one in St. Peter's.
Applebee's. They're all the same.
We got what in
Great
St.
happy
Peters?
hour, man.
We got a Ruby Tuesday in St. Peters.
Yeah.
Get on out of here.
Your life just
Ruby
changed.
Tuesday.
It did.
Valley
listen.
Park, Festus. Ruby Tuesdays is alive and well.
Sweet.
Houlihan's, they're gone.
Oh,
It's that one out of
Yeah,
Crestwood
man.
left.
Speaking of stuffed mushrooms, the Houlihan stuffed
Houlihan
mushrooms
stuffed
were
mushrooms.
money, dude.
Breadcrumb,
Are they still
please.
cruising? I thought Houlihan's was done.
They're done.
Houlihan's is done.
Oh, okay.
Was it Houlihan's at Crestwood Mall? Now I'm getting it screwed up.
That was a place.
There was a Houlihan's.
Okay, it wasn't
Crestwood
Ruby
Mall.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, yeah.
My bad.
That's a Southern Illinois. When you think you're taking a girl to a nice restaurant when you're very young, that was a go-to.
Houlihan's.
I'm gonna show this girl what it's like to be treated
You
well.
could have dated my mom, Rafe.
Table or
That's where
booth?
she wanted to go all the time.
I'm gonna let this girl know A+ treatment coming from the old
Wow.
Rafe machine. We're gonna go to a Houlihan's tonight.
Get an app.
That'll seal the deal, huh?
Something
There's a
something
couple of
happened on
those.
Fridays. You know when you let down a 13-year-old kid,
Yeah, 13
you
will
ain't,
kill
go,
you
you,
anything.
ain't, you ain't going back.
What?
But the,
How'd they hurt you?
yeah, what happened?
It was severe. I'll
How
tell
did they
you.
hurt you? Was it food poisoning?
No.
Too
the
much
whole
flair.
thing. It was just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It was me
Oh.
and it was me and the boy, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to do something different?" He said, "Sure." I was like, "Oh, let's go to this place. It's right next to the movie theater." And my son basically declared, "Never again."
Really?
Wow.
He was let down. He was like, "What?"
Well, something's wrong.
He's also coming into like he's starting to understand money really well. And I told you he's always on that app thing, and he was like, "I got this for this price," and like he started comparing it, and he was just let down. He was just let down. And if you let down a
I don't know. You
13-year-old
know
boy,
what? When a kid starts looking at prices, I go, don't look at the prices.
yeah. But I'm just saying, he came out of there going, "This makes no sense, Dad."
You're cool, Dad. Don't look at the price. Just get whatever you want.
No, I don't
Sweet
want them to
baby.
start worrying about that.
Oh.
No, he wasn't worried about it. He was just figuring out, why was this like this?
Yeah. Listen, I hadn't been to a Fridays in a while.
And I'm sure they're all different.
Neither.
And I'm sure maybe we got a bad night.
Actually, you know what? Last time I was at Fridays was with Jeff during a snow day when we were staying over at the hotel here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was your date.
It was, the Applebee's is underneath. The Applebee's was closed
Because of the snow.
because of the snow. So we went down the street to the Fridays, which was kind of open. So it was myself, Jeff, Courtney, and Favaz.
Yeah.
What a crew.
Oh, that is fun. The slumber party.
What a crew over at Fridays.
Coming in for a late dinner at 5:45.
That's right. So you had a lot of people in town for Flyover, which I heard was a great success, the Flyover to Comedy Festival.
Yeah, man, it was great. 8+ year.
That's great.
So a lot of out-of-towners in. And, man, I don't know how many people sent us this article, but the St. Louis Welcoming Committee was out and about.
We didn't send the
warning.
we didn't send the
No,
warning.
didn't.
The Rizzuto stamp.
Is that on us?
Well, listen, this is NCAA women's basketball team. Their bus was broken into in downtown St. Louis on Friday.
A bus?
And listen, I got a problem with this. And once I'm done with the story, I'll tell you why. The Anderson University and Indiana team was heading to the Webster University campus to play in the Webster Tip-Off Classic when they stopped at the Gateway Arch to take a team photo. And that's when the break-in happened. Multiple sources have confirmed the 17 players and their coaches left the bus for 20 minutes around 2 p.m. It was parked between the Gateway Arch riverboats and the Arch. The Anderson University Ravens were scheduled to play against the Milwaukee School of Engineering Raiders at 6 p.m., but all the team's bags were stolen. All of them.
It's on us. Because you said it was a bus, we have bus in the warning.
Yep.
The thieves also took several electronic devices, personal documents, and numerous basketball jerseys.
Wow.
First of all,
Man.
in 20 minutes to get all their stuff at 2 p.m.
Right.
and nobody saw anything?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Inside job, coordinated effort. What are you saying?
Where's the bus driver?
Well,
Sleeping?
probably over at Hooters in Keener Plaza.
Not a bad thought.
Who leaves a bus unattended?
Maybe
Well,
they
the-
went on a bike ride.
It's a
on
bus
the
driver,
landing.
not a bus sitter.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
they
but
had a
don't they
gun
stay
or
with the
something.
bus?
No.
This is we're stopping to take a photo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is not at like we're staying for the night.
Oh, I see.
This is hey kids, the Arch. Let's take a team photo by the Arch while we're here in St. Louis.
Well, maybe they were doing the museum or something, and he went and
It
got
says
some food. Or
they
tea?
left the bus for 20 minutes at 2 p.m. on Friday.
And the other question is, was it locked?
When we got back to our vans.
Vans.
But it's the headline says NCAA women's basketball team bus. Head coach for Anderson University's women's basketball program says when we got back to our vans, one of them had been broken into. A lot of our stuff was missing. Game day jerseys, backpacks, laptops, iPads, iPods. All that kind of stuff was taken.
Dang.
One of the Ravens' parents found the team jerseys in a nearby dumpster. Some of the players were able to track their stolen devices to Bell Fountain neighbors. But the Bell Fountain neighbors police department could not find them. The bus driver's door lock was tampered with and damaged. Nobody stayed with the vans or buses. Nobody.
They didn't know, Rizz. They didn't get the warning.
We got to start sending this flyer out again.
I know.
Warning.
Bums
guys
me
are
out,
good.
man.
Congrats on
Really
your
does.
upcoming gig in St. Louis. Beware of the St. Louis Welcoming Committee. Do not leave equipment or any of your valuables unattended inside of your van, bus, or trailer. We'd hate for you to have your stuff stolen. Thank you and enjoy your stay. A friendly reminder from the Rizzuto Show.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a bummer.
we didn't have that issue. Thank God. Comedians don't have any money as it is, so it's like we put everybody up at the Cheshire, though. That's chill. And then the Home 2 down in the Grove, which the Grove can have its own problems at times.
Sure.
But they stayed away from our fest, so I was happy.
At the same time, comedians only travel if
light.
anything with merch, maybe.
I will tell you as a comic, if someone's losing my journal, losing my joke book is devastating. Because I handwrite stuff, and a lot of comics still do that. Like, you might lose a year's worth of...
But if that's your livelihood and you're in a city,
I keep it on me. I don't
why
leave my
would you
backpack in
even
the car.
take a chance?
I don't know, man. I guess it's a bummer, like when you're on a group trip. You can't really take all your bags with all of your sports stuff, but...
And I guess if somebody's like, hey, we're just going to go take a picture by the Arch, which is a national landmark
Right.
Yeah.
in a national park, at 2 o'clock on a Friday,
That's wild.
And how close was it? Were they parked? They were right by
they
it,
were
right?
parked, they said here, they were parked parked between the Gateway Arch riverboats and the Arch. So were they down
Down on the street?
down near the water by Gateway helicopters?
Wow. And there's That's ridiculous. No one saw anything there. There's no cameras
why didn't
showing
nobody
things?
stay with the bus?
We didn't tell them.
Yep.
This is on us.
No, it's not on us. That's just street smarts.
Well, that gateway they got a guard.
What do you mean, man?
That riverfront parking.
You're by the arch. Who's supposed to stay?
You're in a city.
One of the bench players?
No, who's driving the bus?
You're just a guard. You
Simpson,
stay.
your ACL's
Who's driving?
torn.
Who's driving?
Maybe they're driving.
The players?
No, maybe some of the coaching staff or something. Like,
I'm sure the bus driver went on the tour. They probably wanted to see the arch, too.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even take a tour. They just took a picture.
Okay, well, the bus driver wanted to see the arch up close. I don't know.
20 minutes.
I'm
Dan.
sorry, you're working.
I will say your first picture in front of the arch is worth losing a laptop and
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
They got broke in, man. Well, I mean, next time, or, heaven forbid, next time you get broke in, is it your fault? Is it all your fault?
Not all my fault, but you put yourself in a situation where
What situation? They parked a car where they're supposed to park their car. They went to see something that they wanted to see, and somebody broke their stuff, broke in, damaged the lock, and took their stuff. It's a bad guy.
if I go to a crime-ridden neighborhood and I park my car and I have valuable stuff in there, sure, it's not 100% my fault.
Yeah, maybe.
It shouldn't be broken into, but I'm still risking it.
Sad, that's sad to say, but yeah.
It's a thing that really sucks about our city. It really does. And it is a thing that people do talk about. Entertainers from other cities are aware of this.
Oh, I'm sure David Tell has talked about his story multiple times.
Oh, yeah. At least I wasn't.
Well, that was on the east side. That's on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was also the valet at a strip club.
Andy lost his car. Wait, the valet?
They valeted the car at a strip club and then it disappeared.
Yeah, they valeted the car.
Yeah, I thought he saw it go away.
Yeah,
They did,
well, he
but I'm
did.
saying like they
Oh,
had
okay.
given the keys to the valet.
Oh, I see.
And they were like, we valeted it. We assume someone's watching the cars. You're paying for a valet service. You're paying for security.
Yeah.
And it was just gone. Wild.
That's awful.
Remember Andy telling that story? I came out and I said, there goes my car.
Yeah.
Well, and for David Tell, God love him. I mean, he basically lost a couple black hoodies and
Some cigarettes.
and a carton of American spirits.
Yeah.
We will rebuild. This is a terrible story, and I hate this. You know, a bunch of college kids getting their laptops and iPhones and iPads stolen. That sucks.
It does.
And could they even play that night? Oh, they did play.
Did they win?
They just
They
had.
did.
Or
they
did we
just
add
had
insult
strange-
to
did.
injury?
All
Good.
right.
They did.
They had strange jerseys on.
They had
They did.
insurance. They'll get money for their laptops.
They had their jerseys airbrush painted onto their bodies and just
Yes. Yeah. Man.
Golly.
You gotta leave somebody with the bus. For
and
God's
that's
sakes.
scary because then you're getting held up.
yeah. Then it's a kidnapping.
Don't leave me with the bus.
You know, it's yes, you come to St. Louis and you got to see the arch. Or I guess if you're gonna do one thing, right, you gotta see the arch. All right, when somebody comes to town, what's the one thing they got to do? If they had to do one thing, what does everybody pick?
We did, for flyover, we took comics to zoo. We did a zoo trip.
Okay,
and
zoo
then we did a
trip.
city museum trip. And they love it. Every year when I take them to city museum, that's always the fave. Everybody talks about it.
Well, it's such a unique thing.
It is.
I think going to like Skinker in general, like the zoo, the art museum, drive around Forest Park, go to Del Mar. That's the
Yeah,
part
that's
of
a
St. Louis I'm
perfect-
most
But when
proud
somebody comes to town, oh, we got to do one thing. What do they always say?
of. I always take them to Blueberry Hill, to be honest.
But what do they want to do? They're expecting
They
to
wanna
go see
eat.
the arch.
You
Right?
think?
They expect, yeah.
All right. They see it as they drive in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think you have to go to the arch. I think just seeing it is good enough.
Last time somebody came to town who had never been here before, and they said, we want to go see the arch. I said, I'll drive you down there. But I ain't leaving my car.
That's right.
I'll drop you off.
I did. I dropped them off. I said, I will keep my car here. I will sit with the car. You take a picture and run back.
And that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. Our buddy Sean, listener Sean, he gave us a book, 100 Things to Do in St. Louis Before You Die.
Oh, sweet.
How many have you done?
I don't know. I kind of bookmarked a couple things. I want to see if you guys did this stuff at all. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Let's see here. Take your mama for some drama at the Shakespeare Festival.
Been to it.
Oh yeah, me too. You talking about Shakespeare in the Park?
Or the Maplewood one.
Free outdoor productions in a Sylvan Glade in Forest Park.
Yeah, I've
East
done
side
that.
of Ard Hill.
I think we
fun.
got extra
Now
credit.
dubbed Shakespeare Glen.
Like you'd be reading about Shakespeare and your English teacher would say, if you go to Shakespeare Fest, you get 10 extra points.
Oh,
or something.
really?
Yeah.
My friend Colin produces that, and he asked. It was an interesting thing, and I was a little intimidated by it. But he's like, "Dude, I think you could do this." I didn't want to put the time in, but he's like, they were doing King Lear or something. He's like, I think
You could be King Lear?
I don't know if they were going to give me King Lear, but I think they were going to give me a substantial part, and I got a little intimidated because I'm not like that's like
That's out of your wheelhouse.
acting's one thing, Shakespearean acting is another.
I'd love to do that.
If it wouldn't have been such a commitment, I would have probably tried it.
We've all done the Budweiser tour.
Never.
That's number 1 on here.
Never done it.
Number 1 on the 100 things to do in St. Louis before you've never done the Budweiser tour.
I think because when I moved to St. Louis and I was like 13, like when we were living downtown on 11th Street before our house was built in Columbia, that's whenever we were doing all the St. Louis stuff, and I was too young to do it. So I never, and when I
It's
became
pretty
21.
neat.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Have you ever done it?
Yes, long ago.
I mean, you go to Clydesdale Stables. You do the whole thing.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just fine.
What's history? Like, an iconic brand.
It is. It's fine.
But is it like, I mean, I know everything about the Budweiser. I mean, I kind of do, I guess.
You get two
But,
tiny
dude,
beers.
No, that's not even well, I like history.
Yeah,
Sure, you go to the hospitality room at the end.
it's fine. They give you two little.
It's
tiny
fine. The hospitality
full
room is
of
fine.
beers.
Do you get to
You're
meet
like,
the
great.
Clydesdales? Are they there?
You go to the stables. You learn the history. Go to the different
Do you
houses
get to
they have there.
pet the horses?
No, I saw
Oh.
0 Clydesdales on my tour.
Oh, I saw the Clydesdales.
yeah, I got.
Oh my gosh.
Is it
Scott
a
got
new
to
thing?
ride
You
one.
might have to pay.
What?
Was it? Yeah, they did. No, I think. Do you have to pay to see them now? On that tour?
They moved them, I think, down to like Grant's Farm. I thought they're not at the brewery anymore.
I don't know. I saw the Clydesdales. Sled at Art Hill.
Done it. Yes. Loved it.
Done that.
Yeah.
Done that. Fun.
Never done it.
It's very crowded.
It's better if
Running
you
in
start
it.
at the top than try at the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I murdered a couple kids out there.
Yeah, there are better spots. I just won't tell you about them.
We had a tube.
Why don't you
He
go?
doesn't want people knowing.
It's already busy enough. I don't need you
Yeah.
there. Go to Art Hill.
You
Go
can
to
see
Art
the
Hill. It's the best. Definitely the best.
I'm gonna find Joe. I'm gonna put an Apple AirTag on Moon in the wintertime.
And I'm telling everybody.
Hey man, I learned my
I
lesson.
did ruin the DMV for.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, I've learned my lesson. There's a lot of people who'd be super, super mad if I told you where the best sledding spot is.
Did you know about the hidden DMV at City Hall?
I've been there. Yeah.
No.
At downtown City Hall.
Yeah.
Of course. That's
That's
when
right,
I lived in
everyone
the
go.
city. I would go. Yeah.
But not a lot of people knew about that place until idiot me.
Dang it.
Put them on
Thank you.
blast.
All of a sudden, it started getting crowded. I go, what?
What,
Why
wait,
is this all of a
where's the
sudden
hidden
crowded?
DMV?
It doesn't exist.
I don't care
It's
anymore.
in the
I'm not
Market?
going there.
Jester's house.
On Market?
In City Hall.
Is that on Market?
Yes.
Wherever City Hall is.
It's
I
on
don't know.
Market. Market and
Clark.
Clark. It's like in between the two.
It's like a room, and there would never be anybody there. Never. Until schmuck me. was like, hey, guys, you know about the secret DMV inside of City Hall? And the next time I went, it was packed.
Man.
They had to get ropes. They actually have a line now.
It was never take a number because you were always number one. There was
It's kinda
never a
cool,
need.
actually. It's good to know because I got to go down there for something.
Now it's crowded.
All the time?
I haven't been there in a while since it got crowded.
What else you got on this
Sled at
list?
Art Hill. Okay, never done that. Seems, paddle around the park.
In a paddle
for
boat?
the paddle
Boathouse?
boats. Yeah.
I've done
I
that.
haven't
it.
done that.
Fun.
It's fun.
It's fun, and then when you get back, you go, whew, I don't think I'm going to do that again.
It's a good date. It's a good date. If you're going out with somebody for the first time, go have dinner at the boathouse and hop on a paddle boat.
I've never done the paddle boat. I've eaten at the place.
I'm too freaking
fun.
adventurous, and every time I get on one of those things, I'm like, man, I need to cover as much ground as I can. I want to go all the way over there and see it.
Where you go?
Yeah,
though?
and then I
It
get over
seems
there, and I'm like,
a
oh my
waste.
God, I'm exhausted. I got to go all the way back.
Moon's just profusely sweating. There's like people handing him Gatorade on the other side of the lake.
Where do you go?
Yeah, it's too much of an endeavor for
Just
a personality
around.
like
Around
me.
where?
Just a little pond. You see the ducks. It's cute.
Well, you
Sometimes
can-
a snake.
But I could see ducks
If you go to the
anywhere.
other end, there's bridges and little canals, and
Hey.
you can get deep, dude.
That's
you
if
can get deep.
your date's a pervert. You see the snake.
Look at the snake.
Hey, you want off this paddle boat? Like,
Yeah.
that is assault, brother.
Yeah, paddle boat. Paddle around the park. No thanks. No time. Let's see here. What else we got? Things to do in St. Louis before you die. Suck down a malted Crown candy.
Done it?
Yep.
Haven't done that.
Just once.
Yep.
Done it.
I've gone out of my way to go there.
I chased that bacon BLT, that
Dude, that thing is crazy.
1 pound of bacon BLT with like a butterscotch malt, and immediately felt my arteries just harden inside my body.
Butterscotch
My
malt.
trick was I emptied
good.
basically half of the bacon off of there, ate the sandwich, and saved it, and I had it for the morning after. It was
The rest
pretty
of the
nice.
bacon?
That's the lamest thing I've
I've
ever
gone
heard.
out of my
No,
way
it's
to
the
go
way to do
down
it.
there, and every time there's been such a line, I go, nope, and I just keep going.
Well, I know
No
the guy
thanks,
that
no
owns
time.
the place is like really. He's really pissed off at people running. I think somebody got hit by a car outside that place not too long ago. Like people cruise through
Cruising
that
through
street,
there, yeah.
and don't stop signs are optional outside of Crown Candy.
Yeah, it's his Instagram. It's just all the cars.
Oh yeah, you see that too, right? What's his name? Andy
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
think so.
Krasen
Kratzenberg.
Flazen.
Crownsenberg.
Okay, here we go. Eat a slinger and eat right.
Yep.
Did that.
I mean, that's like a rite of passage when you're 21 and up. Like, you got to go to the old rock house, go drinking, go ahead and get yourself to eat right.
Oh,
Get a
you know what?
slinger.
No, I'm sorry. I went to courtesy.
Oh,
Never eat right.
Well, you got to
Let's
eat
say-
right.
Eat Right used to be on in not Sunset Hills.
Limburg.
Yeah,
South
Limburg. That was our spot. That was one of our high school spots.
They're
Well, there were
talking
two of
about the
them,
one
right?
downtown, though, right?
The little bitty cinder
The
block
little bitty
building?
one.
Yeah, that's no longer there, right? Or is it a couple bought it and they like revamped it? But Eat Right that you're talking about, Moon, was by Sunshine Daydream. Been there
Yes,
as well.
it was. Talk about a greasy spoon, man.
It was
It was a
great.
greasy floor. It was awesome.
Like Protestant denominations, the details may vary slightly, but most agree. Pile a mess of hash browns, breakfast meat, eggs, chili, cheese, and onions on a plate, and you got yourself a delicacy.
Is that
Yeah.
chili?
Limburg folks in the 90s, they're all like, yeah, Eat Right. Oh, yeah.
Get smoke in there.
It says, get yourself a side of tude at Eat Right Diner. I never did that.
Dude, the lady, when I went to Eat Right, and this was the secret, they did like a take-home a sec of like 6 burgers for like $8 or something. It was like super cheap. It was just like they put a big greasy paper bag full of like...
And that was the little white hut, right? Next, like
yeah,
near
the one,
Busch
like
Stadium?
if you're leaving the Cardinals game, you're walking towards like Old Rock House.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's closed.
Eat
that
Right or
thing's
don't
gone.
eat at all.
On the
the
way
lady-
on the way to Ralston,
I
right?
went in there by myself. It had a jukebox, and the newest song on the jukebox was like 1994's Alabama's Greatest Hits. That was the newest.
Yeah, dude.
And I just put on all 10 Alabama songs. And it was just like sitting there by myself with a lady listening to like, play me some mountain music. And it was like, she started, because they cooked it right in front of you. She's just like sitting there reading a TV guide or something. No TV, by the way, in the place. She was just reading a TV guide. And she was like, it was the best thing in the world because she goes, what do you want? And I was like, give me the slinger, but then I want to take some burgers home. I got to try this take home a sack. It was a crazy.
Are they like smash burgers?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, what?
These were
they're
like-
flat.
They were flat, but they were like straight up. I felt like they were straight up like like hockey puck frozen.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I kind of remember it was
Were
like,
they like regular burger size or like slider size, like White Castle?
No, these were like full-on burgers, dude. And it was very cheap. It was like they were like $1 a piece if you took home a sack. I can't remember the exact price, but it was super cheap. And she just turns around and she goes, can I ask you a question? And I go, what's up? And she goes, would it offend you if I smoked? And I go, not in here it wouldn't. And this lady pulled out, it had to be a 120, maybe a 180. It was the longest cigarette I've ever seen in person. And she lit it. And she never ashed it the whole time she made these burgers. And by the end, that ash was like...
Part
So
of the
she was
seasoning.
over the grill.
Oh, dude, just hanging out the
Over
side.
the grill.
Hey, she
God.
asked.
Doing the Lord's
that's
work.
nice.
I had no
Yeah.
problem with it.
Yeah, yeah.
It would made the experience even better.
Like, look at that. She peppered it. Peppered the
Salt
burger.
Bay.
Yep.
She
That's
just
nice.
2 ashes. She flicked it twice.
Pick apples at Eckerd's. We
Yeah.
all done
Yep,
that.
just did it last month.
I know we're on the list, but we just Mr. Greg Warren just dropped off some
What?
kolache or however you say that.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Greg.
Which place is that from?
Maybe that on
the
there.
American kolache.
Kolache?
Kolache.
I could go
dude,
for like
those
a
are great.
savory kolache right now.
Maybe there's.
God bless.
I'll see if there's any left. But
That's awesome. This is Food Week on
Thank you,
Rizzuto.
Greg.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really is.
Welcome to Food Week.
All right, pick apples at Eckerd's. I've done that. Don't need to do that again. Take a float trip. I think we've all been on float trips.
Yeah.
Spook yourself at the Lamp Mansion. We talked about that.
Been in
haven't
But
done
I'm
that.
gonna
We'll do
stay.
that soon.
You've never done it?
Nah,
we're
staying the
never
night
had
soon.
any interest.
If those of us who are interested should have a spooky good time in 2024.
Have you've done it, Rafe?
Yeah. We had a wedding at Limp where all the wedding party stayed the night, and I've done just like the tour. It's pretty cool.
Bocce ball on the hill.
No. Oh, yes, actually.
yeah.
Well, people here call it bocce ball.
I just done it at the bar. There's like a
Tomato.
bar that
Bocce.
has the little court.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Milo's.
what- Milo's. Yeah. Went there with Sam Caputa. That was the only time I ever did that.
They got good wings there, too. Milo's. It's like a garden. Mm-hmm. You ever do bocce ball on the hill?
I've done it a few different places. I feel like there's a couple places in Dogtown that have it. So maybe I haven't done it on the hill. I don't know. I started playing that a bunch in Germany.
That's
actually.
fun.
Like, there was all these like city centers, and you go up there, and it's just all old fellers just hanging out
Yeah.
on benches playing
take it
bocce
seriously,
ball, and
too.
you're like, dude, this looks like the life.
Yeah.
Such a cool,
Yeah, like retired Italian guys.
yeah, such a cool thing to see.
Take a twirl at Steinberg Rink.
Okay, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, if you hit that right, it's not that crowded.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the ice rink.
Yeah, there's better.
We've done it.
Better rinks closer. We did it to do it, and then I was like, oh,
Don't tell anyone.
ice is ice.
Remember I said last week I stepped in dog crap and threw out my shoes? Mm-hmm. And Shaw Park and Clayton, they got a good rink there.
That's where you stepped
That's
in the
where I
dog
stepped
poo?
in poop outside the rink. And I said never again. Dig up new tunes at Vintage Vinyl.
ooh, yeah.
Sure.
Did that. Get up on the roof at Vindiset. Is that even open anymore? Or is that permanent?
No, it burnt down, didn't it?
Something
They
happened recently.
a fire.
Yeah, but remember, because there's a pizza place underneath, and I think the same family owned both.
Yeah.
Something happened at the pizza place, right?
The whole building.
Oh, what a bummer.
They said it started up on the top of a cigarette.
Well, weren't we just there together? Or maybe
No, we had an MS party.
Yeah, I remember that. But I was there with somebody not long ago. My wife and I met somebody.
Bummer.
I like that place.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know if it's there anymore. I don't know if the family was like, it was too far gone to even.
Customer's cigarette in a non-smoking area on the rooftop deck of Vindiset.
Did they rebuild? Like it destroyed? Like I know they said the water.
Jeez.
Says buildings for sale.
Oh,
That's a bummer, man.
That is a
Place
bummer.
is so
I didn't even
spot.
know that happened. How did
Me
I miss
either.
that? Does that mean Hamilton's closed too, the steakhouse?
I think so.
Because
I
wasn't
thought-
that all in the same building?
I thought everything closed there.
That's a bummer because that place was awesome too.
They said it wasn't even so much the fire as much as the water damage.
Yeah.
Because the water came down. Water
Yeah, it comes down.
came down everywhere.
What the heck? Somebody smoking in a non-smoking spot. It started a fire that burned an entire building down from the roof?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
It happened.
Hamilton's is still open. It says,
Oh, it is good.
So that's good.
Chill out at the Venice Cafe.
Where's that?
Oh, yeah.
That place is cool, man. You ever been in there?
Yeah, years ago. That's on Pestalozzi, near the brewery. It's they got a lot of like tchotchkes, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's
mosaic.
super
Everything
cool.
in it is mosaic.
It's beautiful.
So it's awesome. It's like all sorts of color, and then they have all the dead
Statues.
animals in the upper rim of it. It's all stuffed animals.
And my
What is
buddy
it?
Neil ran an open mic over there
Yeah.
on Monday. Still there.
Live music.
It's a live music open mic, but there was only a couple of us. Me and Bobby would go a lot because they'd give you 15 minutes. So I'm like, I would just go do comedy there when I was learning how to do comedy. And that's a good room to learn in because no one's expecting comedy. So it's like, I love that place. A lot of comics wouldn't go there, but they were cool dudes. They'd be like, yeah, go up there. And because like most open mics, you
Very
get a couple
bohemian,
minutes.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the place with the cool patio outside, right?
Yeah, where all the statues and stuff.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay.
A boat bar. It's a bar that's made out of
Yeah.
a boat.
I haven't been there in years. Shop the Stalls at Soulard Market. Hadn't been there in
Yep.
years. That's the first time I saw one of those donut making machines.
I'm sorry, what?
The tiny little.
It's got like a river of oil.
Oh, like a little conveyor belt?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
like the gal had in the trailer.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I sat there for 45 minutes watching donuts being made.
I don't blame you.
Like an idiot. Because I thought this was the coolest thing in the world.
Did you get to eat a donut, like a warm donut?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's no fool.
Oh, yeah. What am I, an idiot?
What am I, an idiot?
Let me see here. One more here. Something at the Sheldon.
See a show at the
See
Sheldon?
the show at the Sheldon.
Did that this weekend.
See a show at the Sheldon.
No way.
That place was beautiful, man. That's the first time I've been in there.
It's cool to see like a rock band or somebody like.
We
come
saw
down
Chris Cornell there.
Yeah, I was saying.
Oh, really?
Just do
Yeah, that would
acoustic.
have been a cool show.
Dude, it's super
It was.
cool.
That's a
pretty cool.
small stage.
Yeah, exactly. Just to see somebody come out and just do an acoustic. I don't even think. Did he have a mic?
It was him, a guitar, and like a cellist or something.
I was
Okay.
super impressed. I saw Jeff Ross there this weekend when he headlined the fest, and like, it was very off-brand for Jeff Ross, but it was amazing. It was like a kind of one-man show. He had a piano player and like slides, and he was kind of doing like a one-man show about loss, about like losing both his parents when he was young, and like losing Norm Macdonald and Bob Saget, and some of the comedian Gilbert
So
Godfrey.
it's like the Roastmaster General, Jeff Ross, was like kind of
Showed us his tender side,
Get
but
serious,
he was
huh?
still Jeff Ross. Like, he still understood, like, when the tension in the room had reached a peak and tears were welling up in people's eyes, he would immediately betray it and roast the person.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to watch. It was really like, it was a
That's
very
cool. That's
layered
a cool
performance by somebody that, and I love Jeff Ross, but it's like, he's kind of, you know, he is the Roastmaster General. That is his thing. It's kind of a one-note thing, and he showed some three dimensions. It was
Speaking
very,
of,
very cool to watch.
Speaking of showing heart, we got Steve-O from Jackass calling in tomorrow, who's a good friend of the show. He's been on a million times with us. And he has a special coming out called The Bucket List.
Wonder where he got that idea.
And I don't know, where is this being released on? Because they sent us,
I thought it was YouTube. Maybe not.
oh man, The Bucket List Tour. Forthcoming specials, multimedia experience combining traditional stand-up storytelling with film stunts deemed too hot for Jackass. Well, we got to find out where this is going to be released on. Maybe just his website, because this, ladies and gentlemen,
It's
is
embargoed.
probably the filthiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He has one of the best like promos for it, and it just started with like, "I am not responsible for all the people that were passing out at his shows."
Oh, he
when
says
he
it
was
in-
showing clips.
So they sent us an advanced, like, hey, you guys want to watch it? Yeah. And did any of you watch it this weekend?
No, I'm going to watch it tonight.
No.
Wild.
So is it compared to Jackass? How much rougher?
Again, they could never get away with this stuff on Jackass.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got away with a lot on Jackass.
Joeing while skydiving.
What? Wait a minute. Full frontal?
Everything.
Wow.
Is it possible?
Finish?
Yeah.
Wow.
No way.
Everything.
No way.
Monday plans are set.
Everything. If you have children,
Man.
I know it's coming out tomorrow.
I love that was the selling point for you.
Yeah, it's difficult enough if there's a dog barking outside, falling from the sky.
If you have kids,
Can you imagine?
this is not like if you have kids like teenager that like, oh, I love Jackass. No, you don't want to watch this with kids. No. From the beginning, no.
Oh boy.
That's how it opens?
How did you watch it? You were just watching it like in the privacy, like because it was sent to our email. So did you have it on a screen or did you have it on phone?
I was on my phone
Okay.
You sat on your phone. How did you watch it?
through my tushy.
Which is how it's supposed to be
Right.
watched. Yeah.
Oh, it's full frontal, Steve. It's a lot, and some of his Jackass buddies are in it.
Does he have big old knockers in this one? Because he was getting implants, right?
I didn't get up to that part.
Okay.
I didn't finish it. I'll just say I'm going to finish it. I'll finish it today before we.
So-
Because his
Is
wife
it
was
as funny?
okay with it.
Is it as funny as Jackass and everything?
It's yeah. I mean, I love Steve-O. He's great
Okay.
and he's funny and he's a storyteller and I know he's like accepted in the community of stand-ups.
Yeah, and that was a mountain he had to climb.
And he talks about that too. Not in the special, he just talked to us about that. Like he was this guy from Jackass who, all right, I'm going to try out stand-up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And a lot of comics are like, you can't just jump in and just do this. We've been on the road for 20 years before we had any ounce of success. You're not allowed to. But now he's
Those
very
days are
successful. And very successful, and congratulations. This is something to behold.
Wow.
He got
So it's
better,
called the bucket
too.
list
Like,
story. He's great.
He stuck with it and got better. Like, when he first started, he was like, a lot of the stories, I'm like, if you remove the celebrity, he would talk about, like, doing coke with Mike Tyson or Lindsay Lohan or whatever, and I'm like, if you removed the celebrity, there was nothing interesting about it, and he learned, like, pretty quickly, like, joke structure and format, and got really good at comedy. That's cool.
Even his
when somebody
storytelling-
treats it with respect, I think that's how you get comics to respect you, is like, just treat it like we treat it.
And he took it seriously.
He did.
He didn't treat it as, no pun intended, a joke.
Yeah, or it wasn't just like a... Some people get into it, and it's just really, it's not a stand-up show, it's an appearance. It's just a celebrity appearance where you talk.
And if you watch it, and again, this thing is released tomorrow, the Steve-O bucket list tour. It's his stage show, put out for everybody to see. He does it in London. And him being on stage, I mean, he looks comfortable. He's a great storyteller, and then he throws it to, the videos. It's great.
Somebody in the chat said you can buy it on his website.
As of today, maybe, because I think it came out today.
That makes sense.
The 13th, it's embargoed until.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Maybe pre-order.
good for him,
I think
dude.
It comes out tomorrow.
He's got enough fans that's probably the most financially sound thing he could do.
It's wonderful.
Jackass people will buy it.
It's wonderful. Hey, before we move on,
Jackass people.
people love.
I mean, that's a
Jackass.
lot of people.
I know. It's just when you put it together
Jackasses
out
will
of
buy
context,
it.
it's
Jackass people will
Yeah,
buy
jackass people. I mean, we are jackass people.
Yeah, this is Jackass times 1,000.
Golly.
What he does with a fan, which I cannot mention. I'll just say the title of the skit he does is When the Ish Hits the Fan.
Oh, boy.
Dude,
Quite literally.
Yes, literally.
I've peed in the fan, but I've never done the other.
This is... I'm not going to say anymore.
I feel like I was living Jackass this week. I have to admit to someone that I'm getting older, because getting a bunch of comedians in town, raging for the weekend. I slept like 2 hours on Thursday, 2 hours on Friday. My house looks like a frat house right now, because we had like dance party at Handlebar, danced my ass off.
That's awesome.
Partying until like 3:30 in the morning. Then we had a karaoke party, and a dude in the Team Rizz jersey. I don't know who you are, but you crushed Down with the Sickness.
No way.
There was a Rizz guy there, and he went all in on Down with the Sickness and sang it with a comedian from L.A.
They killed it?
Killed it.
Oh, nice.
Killed it. He was
Tough
standing
song.
on the railing at the Improv shop, and I'm like, this party is too wild. It was just like a really wild... I don't know if we just booked the right comedians this year. It was just a wild party, and everybody ended up at my house. And I had like a dance party in my house. It's not a big house. Tina and I do not live in a big place. There was like 14 or 15 comedians just raging in my house, and I'm like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
But all I'm thinking about, I go, God, I got to clean all this up tomorrow. That's all but it was awesome. We had a really, really fun time. There were people like passed out all over my place.
Well, that's good.
It was a throwback to a different time in my life.
But
and
we're now 45 years old. It takes us, 3 or 4 days to recover.
yeah, dude, I was going to take the day off today, and I almost needed to.
There's two people still there. You don't even know it, though.
Yeah.
There were a couple.
You got to find them.
Before we move on, I do want to do something very important, something that I look forward to every year. I'm going to officially announce the inductees into the 2023 Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh, get out of here. Look, I have the picks.
After the break.
Oh, man, you can't. I hate you, Scott Rizzuto.
Cliffhanger.
All right, today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Belleville, Illinois, Brandon Tedder is our
Yeah, Brandon.
Team Rizz Member of the Day. Brandon is a dedicated listener of The Rizz Show and loves how much he relates to the crew. His wife is a 2022 Team Rizz member, and she never ceases to rub it in his face when they discuss the show daily. Brandon loves all the personalities that are a part of the show, never misses his favorite weekly segment, Freak of the Week. Well, Brandon Tedder from Belleville is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back. I'll give you the inductees into the Toy Hall of Fame, and we'll get to crap on celebrities. 7:08, Monday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 270 westbound at 70. There's also a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 270 eastbound at Missouri 100, and a lane closed due to a crash 55 northbound near Butler Hill Road. Your point forecast, nice and sunny today. High of 68. Right now it's 44 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Jay Weinberg finally speaks out. We check in with our beloved David Lee Roth, Nirvana, and Bowie, Violet's version. And the best, think about it, the best Thanksgiving Day movies of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrities. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Another kolache, huh?
Dude,
Killing it. Moon is killing the kolache game.
Moon and I are bonging kolaches in here.
It is not fair because I'm getting blood work done later, so I don't get to eat anything.
Should we do a mukbang on the...
Oh, I just lie about it.
It's pretty great.
We could do a mukbang on the YouTube stream right now.
What if Scott's blood after this is half kolache filling?
Maybe it's worth trying.
All I know is I took a bite and I went, I accept. I accept this gift.
Listen, I had a doctor once tell me my blood was the consistency of Twinkie filling.
And look at you now.
I had to make some changes.
Well, the weird thing is,
I had to make some lifestyle changes.
He said thanks, which is weird.
We go, what, Doc? You mean I'm going to last forever like a Twinkie?
Not in human form.
No. Twinkies actually have expiration dates.
Oh, I'm a sweet surprise.
He's like, that's not good. We got Sex Town Fun Facts coming up. Sex Toy of the Week. We'll play 3 and 5. Give away some fabulous prizes. Crap on Celebrities here in a moment. Moon, if you would, pull up the pics when we talked about the Toy Hall of Fame nominees.
There you have it right there.
Because I have who was inducted.
All right.
They've announced
the winner,
their newest inductees. Well,
the winner will get a kolache.
Yeah, you get a kolache. Okay, so here were the toys that were nominated for the 2023 Toy Hall of Fame. Baseball cards, Battleship, Bingo, Bop It, Cabbage Patch Kids, the Choose Your Own Adventure books, Connect 4, Ken, the Little Tykes Cozy Coops, Nerf toys, Slime, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And if you remember, they also had a bonus toy going in. It was like a special, so 3 toys went in and a 4th kind of bonus one. They were multi-time finalists who have failed to make the cut in previous years. So it was the Fisher-Price Corn Popper, My Little Pony, Pez, Pogo Stick, and Transformers.
Okay, so the biggest losers.
So the biggest losers, one of those will go through, and that was like a fan vote.
Okay.
Okay, so I thought Ken, Nerf, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Moon, you thought?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bingo, Nerf.
King Scott, do you remember what you chose?
No, I do not.
You chose Nerf, the little coupe
Little
car,
Tykes Coop.
Cozy Coop.
and
Okay.
Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Those are maybe not the best picks.
Lern.
I was Ninja Turtles, Ken, and the Cozy Coop.
Okay, and Rafe.
Turtles, baseball cards, bingo.
Yeah, baseball card would have been smart.
Nobody did great.
Got it.
This list is trash.
Darn.
We also did pick the dark horse ones. The fan vote. I remember us going through those as well.
Well, I didn't think that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would have a problem getting in, but they did not get in. Turtles are out. The Turtles are out. Here's who got in. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, baseball cards into the...
Damn time.
1 for 1.
And they say through the decades, kids and adults alike have collected baseball cards for the thrill of possessing images of their favorite players or trying to collect a pricey rarity. Baseball cards are used in trading, in card trading and schoolyard bartering, as well as other flipping games. For some, they became a playful add-on to bicycle spokes, generating a fun and memorable click for the rider. So congratulations, baseball cards, you are in. Congratulations. And who chose? Nope, nobody did. Congratulations to the Cabbage Patch Kids.
That was their time.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Into the Hall of Fame.
That's our bad.
When Cabbage Patch Kids launched in 1979, they offered American children a soft, cuddly playmate in a world of hard toys and cold electronics. Consumers could not get enough of these dolls, each with its own name, its unique, lumpy, rounded face, and adoption papers. They became the must-have holiday toy of 1983 and generated massive demand, paving the way for later holiday crazes like Tickle Me Elmo, Beanie Babies, and Furby.
What was the guy's name? Xavier or something?
Xavier Roberts, right?
It was on the butt.
Dr. Xavier Roberts.
He signed all the butts.
Did he? And did he not sign the birth certificates too?
I know they wanted butts.
Signed all those baby butts. Also, congratulations. And one of us, no, two of us picked this next inductee.
I know what it is. Oh.
Three of us picked this inductee. Settle down, Scott.
Oh.
Congratulations to Nerf.
Oh.
Heck yeah. They need this.
Nerf.
They need this.
They deserved it.
That struggling company Nerf needs this.
Nerf.
This is big for them.
Nerf into the Toy Hall of Fame. Introduced in the 1960s as a foam ball harmless enough to throw indoors, Nerf toys have evolved into a line of blasters that shoot harmless foam darts for outdoor fun that encourages physical exertion, social interactions, and strategic thinking for little and big kids alike.
All nephews have to leave the house right now, get their Nerf guns out, and shoot one into the sky.
Yeah.
That is actually what needs to happen.
Congratulations.
Good for the CP kids, but Nerf should have been in before them. I mean, Nerf, if you think about it.
It's a sweep.
Really?
This should
Oh
have been
my
a sweep.
gosh. Nerf.
Cabbage Patch before Nerf.
No, just because it came before Nerf doesn't mean it deserves
That's
it.
what I
Nerf
mean.
was a part of every boy's
Think
life.
about what Nerf
Every boy's
did.
life.
Not just the guns, but the footballs, the Nerf ball. I mean, they changed like playing.
I feel like it was fairly
Pogo
new, though.
ball,
Like in
what-
our
didn't they have that?
generation, we know Nerf. But in like our parents' generation, Nerf wasn't around.
Not every kid had Cabbage Patch Kid, but every kid had a Nerf something.
Yeah.
You had a Cabbage Patch
and
Kid.
Cabbage
I
Patch
did, yes,
Kids
I did.
were just a version of something that already existed. It's a doll. Nerf like changed how we play. It changed how we play.
You could also age out of a Cabbage Patch Kid.
But you never age out of
You
Nerf.
never age out of Nerf.
Because my nephew
You just
has this
upgrade to
wall
actual
of
guns.
Nerf guns, and their basement's huge, so every time we're there for Christmas or Thanksgiving, it's a Nerf battle.
Yeah. No, I'm into it. I'm not saying I'm anti-Nerf. Get out of here. I love it.
Gee whiz.
Pro
I'm just
Nerf.
saying. I'm pro-Nerf.
Dude, I just got a
Super
Nerf AR-15.
Yeah,
It's
right.
it's a verb now too.
Yeah,
Like
Nerf.
to nerf something.
And Super Soaker.
It is?
Every kid had that.
Yeah, like in video games and things, if they change, like if Call of Duty makes a gun weaker, it's called nerfing it.
Oh, I don't know that.
So it's
Did
like,
not know
dude, Nerf is to change the planet.
All right, then there was the bonus special fourth inductee. Fisher Price Corn Popper, My Little Pony, Pez, Pogo Stick, and the Transformers.
Don't tell me Pogo Stick.
What do you think? Let's all. I want to see.
She is
I know the
anti-pogo.
answer.
I am
So-
anti-Pogo.
Moon, what do you think got in?
These were multi-time finalists who have failed to make the cut in previous years.
What was it again? Pogo?
Fisher Price Corn Popper, My Little Pony, Pez, Pogo Stick, and Transformers.
Show me those ponies.
Pez.
That's what we said. I remember you and I picked the ponies.
Yeah.
when we did
Ponies.
this.
I think I said ponies too.
I said Popper, I think.
The
But
Corn
it's probably
Popper.
Pez.
I'm not talking about the Botox ponies that are out now, though. I'm talking OG ponies. from
OG
the 80s.
ponies, body positivity
Pez is in there?
ponies.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
in there, yeah.
I'll say
Chunky
Pez.
pony.
Them little chunky butt
Where you
ponies.
wet the rear end and it has a tattoo on it or something?
Yeah. I'll say Pez.
All right, you say Pez. You say what, Scott? The Corn
I'm gonna-
Popper?
yeah, I said that originally. But I know it's Pez.
All right, congratulations to the Fisher Price Corn Popper.
Of course.
No, it's Pez.
Vintage toy. Cool, man.
Inventor
I did
Arthur
good.
Holt sold his corn popper design to Fisher Price in 1957 with its plastic dome filled with gumball-sized balls. The corn popper has motivated millions of children to navigate their first steps. Through the pushing action, kids strengthen gross motor skills. Gross.
Gross.
While the poppity-pop sound of the ball stimulates the senses, through the decades, the corn popper has proven affordable, durable, and fun.
And if you're ever looking for one, just go to your local church nursery.
Yeah.
Or a garage sale.
They're
They're,
never.
Or a
all
garage
there. It's
I wonder
like-
if they're going to create the robo version of that. Since the vacuum cleaners have kind of went robo, maybe that'll be the new thing.
Last year was Light Bright, Spinning Tops, and Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, church
Light
nursery
bright.
was the retirement home for the corn popper.
Yeah, the corn popper.
Light Bright's maybe my favorite vintage toy of all time because I used to sit in my closet and make crazy art with it, and it was so cool. I would
was
play with the
cool.
Light Bright now. You know,
I
They
got
still sell 'em.
I got one for my granddaughter.
that's awesome.
They had a comeback.
Light Brights?
And she was not as excited about it as I was. She played with it. Those things were,
Until you lost little pieces, until they got stuck in the rug.
yeah,
Then
but
your
it was
mom
cool.
vacuumed them up.
That's all right. That was her. That was her job.
Like, she's vacuuming. He's like, oh, there's all the Light Bright pieces. They're gone. Unless you want to sift through the vacuum bag.
No,
No thanks.
Does it deserve to be in the the Hall
The
of Fame
toilet?
though?
Light Bright?
Yeah, I mean it's just a bulb.
would
So
an Etch a
it's-
Sketch
I mean-
be in a toy hall of fame?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Etch a Sketch
I'm thinking,
for
you know, there are
sure.
things we play with that maybe do deserve
They're the same.
some attention, like empty paper towel rolls. Remember the whack it made when you hit your brother on the head with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Right?
Trash can lid. Look who's Captain America, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? How about the laundry chute at Grandma's house?
Those are cool.
Hell
How
yeah.
about-
Throw your brother down there.
How about stick? I played with sticks. That's the stick. Dig a hole with a stick back in the day. No, nothing more fun than that. Just being in the yard, just digging a hole with a stick.
A refrigerator box.
Oh,
It's
the
not an
box.
empty container. This thing's a castle.
It's huge.
Yep.
It's a cat universe too.
got one of those.
Cats love those.
How about 2 paper cups and a string? Hey, it gets better reception than T-Mobile. Am I right?
You're not right,
Yeah.
but that's cute.
Dirt. That's it. Just dirt. Remember, kids are stupid.
There it is.
Sand, dude.
I just don't know if
Gotta be
Light.
on there.
I don't know if Light Bright deserves the accolades. Like they made $1 billion.
Why are you hating on Light Bright right
Wait,
now?
because I'm thinking it through. This guy made $1 billion. So good for him. All he did was come up with basically like a light shield, a single bulb, and then he sold it as a toy. That's
Did you not
brilliant.
have one?
I didn't have one.
Okay, so
Oh,
see, this
that's
is some
bad.
trauma we're
You know
dealing
what I
with.
think? You know what I
But
think should
I'm
really get a
happy for
look
him.
next year?
I know
Do
what
we-
you're getting for
but
Christmas.
do we need to trophy it out? No, you made $1 billion. That's your trophy. Enjoy yourself.
Buddy, I'm going to get you a Light Bright for
Hey,
Christmas.
and then on a serious note, you know what I think really should get a good look next year?
What?
Because it's something we've all played with.
What?
Our genitals.
Yes.
Shout out to genitals.
Dude, I've written my genitals in at the Toy Hall of Fame 10 years in a row on the fan vote. And it'd be great if we could get some other people on board. Because that's something I played with into adulthood.
Yeah, you never.
It's a
You
never
never
ending.
stop.
It's a never ending toy.
You never stop. How many hours of enjoyment have our genitals given
Yeah,
us?
and for most of us, they bury us with that toy.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to the grave with mine.
That's my plan too.
Shout out to genitals. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Really should get a good look next year.
Yeah, that's the forever dreidel, you know?
That's the forever Light Bright.
Birth to death.
I just made Light Bright is like somebody had a creative uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to.
And made $1 gazillion off it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to
yeah.
say that the reason I'm so into psychedelia is because of the Light Bright I had in 1986. Okay?
It sent you down. That was a gateway toy.
It was. I love lasers and black lights to this day, and it's
Pink
all
Floyd,
because
right?
Pink
Dude,
Floyd, Dark Side.
you're just becoming
My
a
dad
cat.
is listening to Dark Side of the Moon in his living room, smoking joints probably,
Well, I'm
and
playing
I'm
with my
in
Light
my closet just trying not to burn the house down with my Light
I
Bright.
just imagine you in a closet, like, one pill makes you smaller.
Jefferson Airplane just.
She's like
Yeah,
4
yeah.
years old.
In the pegboard.
Guys, that's
Smoking a
me.
hookah.
It's just a light bulb.
It is, dude. It is not just any. It is amazing, and the fact that kids weren't dying by playing with Light Brights because those little things
Oh,
that
no.
be choking them
They
out.
had them little black
died.
pieces of paper that you put
Yeah,
over the
the
thing.
Yeah, I remember.
patterns.
The art.
But I just threw that out the window.
You didn't use them?
I love light bright.
No,
Creative uncle.
It was smiley
shop
faces.
things that you found in the shop and said, "Oh, look at this. Here.
Yeah, but-
here, go play with this so Uncle Joey can do something else." It's creative.
That's fine.
I'm
It's great.
upset with everybody right
No, I'm
now.
How
happy
many
for them
light
for
bright
making
pegs
them
are up
a ton
somebody's
of money.
nose?
Not
Up
mine.
little kids' noses?
Yeah, there's a 45-year-old guy walking around with a green bulb still in his brain tissue. He says, "Oh, woo."
Moon, you are one of the most creative people I know, and the fact that you're anti-light bright is blowing my mind right
I'm
now.
all for light bright. I'm just saying, like, the people that deserve the trophies are the ones that like manufactured something incredible that changed the landscape of things. This guy is this is somebody in a garage that said, "Here, kid, here's a bunch of crap. I'll put this together. Look at this. You can stick it in here and make a dragon." And that's awesome. I'm happy for it. He entertained a ton of people, but it wasn't.
The original Nerf ball was just a foam ball.
Right.
Yeah, that you had to like manufacture and do things.
Those are grandma's curlers. Some kid decided, hey, grandma's
you had to plug in a light bright.
Foam curlers that you perm your hair with, from the 60s. You know what? I'd like to shoot one of these at my nephew. That's how that was invented.
That's exactly how it was
invented.
Yeah. Back to you.
All right.
All right.
Nerf was originally just that little.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Well, we were asking about this last week. Former drummer of Slipknot, Jay Weinberg, has broken his silence on being released from the band nearly a week after it was announced. Weinberg posted on Saturday, "I sometimes wonder what it would be like to pay a visit to my wide-eyed 10-year-old self falling head over heels in love with a new and exciting sound and culture and tell him about the last 10 years. He says, "I was heartbroken, blindsided to receive the phone call that I did on the morning of November 5th, which was the news most of you learned shortly after, was that I was being essentially kicked out of Slipknot."
Why?
I was digging kind of further into this. It sounds like there's creative differences going on. It sounds like Slipknot is entering a new era, and it just doesn't involve him. And that sucks. I mean, I to hear that as a band member, and you're hearing it at the same time the whole rest of the world is hearing it, that seems like a backhanded smack. But anyway, he sounds very grateful, and he says this is not the end of his creative and artistic, time. He's got a lot in store for his future as well. Dave Grohl's singing daughter, Violet, who I love. She's been featured as a vocalist for An Evening with Bowie's piano man, Mike Garson and Friends. This took place on Saturday at the Sunrose in West Hollywood. I love this. I think it's so cool that Violet Grohl is kind of following in her dad's footsteps and that she's come out with the Foo Fighters and been on albums and whatnot.
Wonder how she got doors open for her.
Right? She sang The Man Who Sold
Nepo
the World.
baby.
Listen to this. She is a Nepo baby. The Man Who Sold the World. She sang Foo Fighters' song Aurora. She also sang the jazz standard Lush Life. And then Dave came out and sat on drums with Show Me How, and then Heart Shaped Box with Violet on vocals.
Cool.
So you know how whenever Sir Paul McCartney was hanging with Nirvana, the living members of Nirvana, everybody thought, oh my God, Sirvana was going to possibly be something? Sirvana.
Okay.
What if, let me get your thoughts, if Violet Grohl were to bring a new version of Nirvana to that music?
She'll sing.
She would sing.
And her dad would be on drums.
Her dad would be on drums.
on bass.
And Pat Smear.
on guitar.
Would you be interested in that as a Nirvana fan?
I would. I don't know if I'd be super hyped about it.
Like just like a one-off show?
I think it'd be interesting.
I think it'd be interesting.
I wouldn't say, oh my God.
I'd want to go. I'd want to, if they did like a big Madison Square Garden show and they're like, we're going to just do this. We're going to pay homage to the band.
It'd be nice. Does it bother you, the whole Nepo baby thing? I know, people have a problem with it.
Sometimes it does.
Just because, Gwyneth Paltrow's mom and dad were famous, that's how she got into it, or...
But some of the best people, like Kate Hudson, Ben Stiller, those are Nepo babies too. And so they're excellent. And so I think it works sometimes, but some people...
It doesn't bother me at all.
That's how the world works, man.
Yeah.
Colin Hanks, the son of Tom and, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Right.
The only reason he's famous is because, of his parents. Well, they were given opportunities that some of us didn't have, but... That's life.
Right.
I'm not sure what that means for me. I can sit here and bitch about it, I guess, but that's not going to help my scenario.
They were given that lot in life. So it doesn't mean that you need to be hating
Luck
because
is
you're
part of
jealous. Everything. That's all it comes out of is jealousy.
Hey, speaking of jealousy.
To them, it's the family business, by the way. Like, hey, you may run the deli.
But for every Colin Hanks,
there's a Chet Hanks. I get it. It doesn't work all the time. But I'm not going to hate on that.
Is Colin Hanks Rita Wilson's son?
Yes.
I feel like, is he?
I think so. I think they're all the same.
I don't think
know if they
so.
ever did
He
the
was
test
married
to find
before.
What?
Oh, yeah. Tom Hanks is a two-timer, man. He's got two wives.
What?
Sorry to ruin Tom Hanks on a Monday.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's not as.
Samantha Luz, you're right. Look at you and your celebrity news.
Well,
Wow.
still, Tom Hanks opened a lot of doors.
And Rita Wilson's cool as hell, so.
And she's cool as hell, too. No, a lot of that whole, bitching about Nepo babies is born out of jealousy.
It is. All right.
That's
Speaking
dumb.
of born out of jealousy, guys, David Lee Roth has released another song.
Whoa!
Yeah. And it's from 2007. He recorded this. This is, again, something he did with John 5, who's out on tour with Motley Crue. This one for Rafe, titled High Fashion Girl, which opens with lyrics taken from a Beatles song from 1964. Do you want to know a secret? You'll never know how much I really love you. You'll never know how much I really care. Let's take a listen to
Okay,
Dave.
this is new.
Doo-da-doo.
David Lee Roth.
You'll never know how much I really love you. Oh, you'll never know how much I
Yeah!
really care. She's my high fashion girl.
All right. It's fun. High Fashion Girl follows last month's release of The Ish That Killed Elvis, which he did two versions, unplugged, and what he called a Technicolor version. And in 2013, DLR said that his collection of songs were for a jukebox musical named Somewhere Over the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which is the name of one of the songs he previously released. So I'm all about this.
Chastity on Twitter says, if Violet Grohl sings for Nirvana, it's Hervana.
I love it.
Ah,
I love it.
I'm in.
Done.
Thank you.
Done.
Speaking of the Beatles and the Stones are together again in the top 10 of the Billboard charts for the first time in 59 years. This is so cool. So the newly released Now and Then song, the last song from the Beatles, debuted at number 9 in an adult alternative airplay chart, joining the Stones' Angry off of their new album Hackney Diamonds, which sits at number 6 and a new high of its 9th week on the list. So 59 years later, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones are making a
about
Billboard list, which is so cool.
I was in a Beatles mood on Friday.
What'd you listen to?
Yeah, they have that Beatles, what the hell is it? The different years.
Like
it was
eras?
1967 and 1970,
Yeah.
like the Blue Album.
Yeah.
With all the hits on it.
Right.
What does that translate to? Are we talking about spins? Are we talking about records sold? Like what are the numbers here? 'Cause
This is streaming. So this I believe
Streams
it.
and records sold.
Yeah,
there's
it's all encompassing.
There's so much manipulation with it. It's so easy to manipulate now.
Well, let me say this: the biggest one-week physical sales in
I wanna
almost
know.
a decade, 38,000.
I'm sorry, what? They had
38,000
streams?
physical sales.
Oh wow, dang!
So that's
a
pretty
lot.
good, right?
Dang.
So now it's streams.
That was a great
it's
week back in the
sales,
day.
And I think they take into account spins too.
Yeah.
Radio spins.
It's all encompassing.
But you know what I'm talking about with the
Oh, yeah.
manipulation and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of wild, and I just want, I want to know the numbers because before,
Listen, you could have a farm of computers just streaming
Yeah.
on infinite repeat.
yeah, you wouldn't believe how things work now with that kind of stuff. But before, it would be like, hey, so and so hit number one because they sold 210,000 units. You know what I mean? That was 210,000 out the door,
Right.
And there was manipulation there where people would buy, 10,000.
Oh yeah, they would ship. They would ship stuff that would never get sold.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm still curious as to how they're doing those numbers.
Listen, those numbers like that could be. I remember when the Sirius XM satellite radio. They were, look how many subscribers we got. They were counting cars that had the free year subscription
That weren't sold.
That weren't sold.
They were sitting on
They
a
were
lot.
just
I remember
sitting on
that.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Singer Serge Tankian of System of a Down says the only 2024 performance at Sick New World Festival will be the band's only date next year. So if you're a System fan and you haven't seen them in a while and you're wanting to see them, they've been on tour now for like 20 years or something crazy. But Serge says when you are doing a tour, after a while, it's like Groundhog Day. You try to be as creative and present in each show as you can, but it's not his top priority on his list in life right now.
So in my interviewing history, in my 20 plus years in radio, 25 years in radio now, I've had 2 instances where I've interviewed somebody and they've corrected me on the pronunciation of their names.
Did I just say it incorrectly?
No. When I interviewed Serge Tankian, he said, it's Serge.
Serge.
I went,
Sir.
Hey,
I am
Serge.
Noonie. This is my wife, Noonie.
He said, it's Serge.
Serge.
I went,
Serge. Serge.
And the second time was Robert DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilots, the bassist, and the primary songwriter.
He said it's Robert.
I said Rob, and he goes, "It's Robert."
How dare you?
I went,
I know a guy like that. Christopher.
It's Robert.
Hates to be called Chris. And we'll get upset. And
Matthew, our promotions director, if you call him Matt, he will correct you and say it's Matthew.
It's Matthew.
So don't call him Matt.
Don't ever.
Okay?
Maddie Chambers.
Just announced this morning, Drake is going to be coming back through.
Dreezy?
Dreezy is coming back to St. Louis Enterprise Center Monday, February 12th. Tickets go on sale Wednesday, November 15th, and then the on sale, that's a pre-sale, and then Friday, November 17th is when they go on sale.
It's Robert.
It's Robert.
Okay.
Some sad news and speculation here. Matthew Perry's ex-girlfriend thinks that he may have relapsed. She told UK Sun, "I know Matthew, and I know that he wouldn't have just drowned. I think he might have been taking pills the week leading up to his death,"
get
which
outta
is
here.
awful. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to hear about this. I
Have
saw
they
some,
done a toxicology? Have they released it? I know they did one.
Yeah, it's pending. Netflix has announced a new anime series based on the Terminator franchise. Mattson Tomlin, who worked on The Batman, is writing the series, while Production IG, whose animation credits include Ghost in the Shell, is on board to animate the series. There's no premiere date set yet.
What is your favorite Terminator line? Anybody?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Oh, no, I know yours.
You know mine.
What is it?
Your foster parents are dead.
Your foster parents are dead.
Wolfie's fine, dear. Wolfie's fine. Click. Your foster parents are dead. I don't think he says it as angry, but I like to
You
add.
like to add
I
it?
like to add the anger.
I think my favorite is when he's in the hallway and he goes, "Get down."
Get down.
Right? Doesn't he? He pulls the shotgun out of the roses.
Yeah. And that poor security guard who was just doing his job.
Yeah.
He got in the middle. Got in the middle.
Ooh, sorry.
Sorry.
Doing his job.
One last story. A new scripted podcast called Trust Fall, starring some of your favorite SNL alums, is going to debut on Audible on November 30th. The series was written, directed, and executively produced by SNL writer Claire Friedman. Colin Jost plays a guy who's a sad sack trying to climb the corporate ladder, who then signs up for a sugar daddy dating app where he meets Carla, played by Wanda Sykes. And there's a ton of other people in this, like Cecily Strong, Rachel Dratch, Jay Farrell, who was just here. He didn't say a damn thing about it. Chris Parnell, Neil Patrick Harris will be in this, Heidi Gardner. So, again, it is called Trust Fall, and it will be on Audible November 30th.
Has anybody watched that new Bill Burr thing on Netflix?
The Dad? The
Old
sad
dads.
Oh, I started
dads?
it, and it's really fun.
Somebody, I had a good dear friend tell me that they watched it because they think Bill Burr is me.
I get
Like that attitude. I go, what does that mean?
You like that.
I can see that.
You taking that as a compliment.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
I know you love that.
I've interviewed him. You guys would get along swimmingly.
Oh no, I've interviewed him
Have you?
before. No, I want to know in what way. Like to see, is it just
You got that
hating on
East
everything?
Coast-
Is it hating on everything? Is that what it is? I don't hate everything.
It's like that East
I don't
Coast
hate
hard,
everything.
man.
And why are you yelling at me?
It's happening right now.
Are you projecting
it
a
has
little
to do
bit?
with
I think
anger.
it's that. I actually think you just demonstrated what it is. It is like there's always
Yeah.
a tone that he may be yelling at you.
And you're arguing with an invisible argument.
You're right. Okay, I'm
You all right?
trying. I'm trying to better myself, guys, and
You're
sometimes
doing a heck of a job.
go over the line like that. And I apologize
Speaking of over the
for
line.
yelling at you for no reason.
And finally, what are the best Thanksgiving movies? Mental Floss has released their list. Top 10 Thanksgiving, like when you think of movies that have to do with Thanksgiving Day, or maybe you watch it around Thanksgiving, what are the movies?
Christmas Vacation.
No.
I'm going to say planes, trains, and automobiles.
Very good. 2 points for
Oh,
Scott.
yeah.
I watched most of that on Saturday. I
And?
forgot how great that movie
Man,
is.
that movie's so good. So beautiful.
That movie is so good. When was the last time you watched Planes,
It's been a
Trains,
long
and
time.
Automobiles?
Last year.
Yeah, I think about a year.
Did you watch the Thanksgiving? Because that's when people are watching it.
Well, and it was on one of the cable channels, so that it was broken up by commercials.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah,
know
that's,
what
that's one of my
you forget
favorites.
how awesome John Candy was.
And you know what's a good fall
Makes me
movie
sad.
that kind of goes hand in hand with that movie? And it's only a fall movie because of one scene where the leaves are kind of falling. Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy is an excellent fall movie. If you're looking for something that you already know that you like, that's slappy, you're not ready for Groundhog
Never
Day
thought
or
of
something
that
like
as a
that.
fall movie.
I mean, there's one scene where the bagpipes are going after.
After
I don't want to spoil anything.
after Big Tom dies.
Yeah. After Tom Callahan bites the dust and Tommy's walking down that road and it's bagpiping it. You know, you're like, oh.
That's not on the list.
Is Thanksgiving highly featured in these films?
Sort of. Like Miracle on 34th Street is number 3.
So these are Christmas films, essentially.
They're not all Christmas films. Like a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving at number 5.
That's what I wanted to know.
But let me just give them to you. And you tell me what you think about this. Because I
I'm
don't
trying
really
to think
agree.
of Thanksgiving-themed movies. I can't really think of any.
There's a movie called Home for the Holidays, which I've never seen, which has like Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., it's a comedy,
love
I
story or
guess.
something?
Home for the Holidays, number 10. Yeah, kind of a love story. Son of a Woman. Ever seen it?
With Pacino
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Chris O'Donnell.
Great film. Do not associate it with the holidays at all. That's
yeah.
interesting.
Didn't he win the Oscar for that one? Pacino?
Of course he
I
did.
think so.
Of course he did. The Humans, which is a new movie that nobody has seen with Richard Jenkins and Amy Schumer. That, I guess, has a Thanksgiving scene in it. You've Got Mail with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Never saw it.
Great movie. Spider-Man.
Which one?
Who's
Home
making
for
this
Spider-Man
list?
Home for Thanksgiving.
The Kirsten Dunst one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
The Ice
Yeah,
Storm.
Spider-Man 3 Home for Thanksgiving. No.
Spider-Man Past the Gravy.
The Ice Storm from 1997. Miracle on 34th Street's number 3. Plane, Trains, and Automobiles at number 2. And the number 1.
Give us a hint.
I will. The number 1 movie for Thanksgiving is kind of a.
Have we all seen it?
Yeah.
Live
it's a
action?
Sequel.
Rudy.
Sequel to a movie about a family.
Jurassic Park
that's
2.
goth.
Adam's Family
Addams
2.
Yes, Adam's Family Values. Like, what? What is this list?
You know, I'm really surprised Meet the Parents isn't on this list.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a
that's
better
a good
one.
It feels like a...
Was that? Did they go? I thought that
It's a
Thanksgiving?
wedding.
I
The
have
first one was a
nipples. Can you
wedding.
milk me, Greg? Yeah, like that's Thanksgiving.
Go ahead and
isn't
put
it?
this list
No,
on the
that was over
list
back
of
for the wedding.
bad lists.
Oh.
The sister was getting married.
But they had the one. Which one was it?
feels like a family gathering type film. So does, what's the other Steve Martin? Father of the Bride. That feels very...
Yeah.
I feel like those are always on during the holidays.
I would like
It's
to
like
watch
family
those.
oriented. It's like
another great
family-friendly
movie.
comedy.
Anyway, that's your crap on celebrity. Sorry, guys. What a letdown. What a bummer.
It's okay.
There's
put
not really
put
many
it on the list.
Thanksgiving
I'm gonna.
movies.
I hate
It's like
myself.
the Wallace and Gromit one with the
Oh,
turkey.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I love Wallace and Gromit.
Yes, perhaps Chicken Run this Thanksgiving.
What's the other one? The who's the dude that made Wes Anderson? Like the Fox one, Fabulous Mr. Fox.
Oh, that movie
Yeah.
rules.
That's a good
That
movie.
movie
That's like
does
a
rule,
Thanksgiving
man.
film.
Is that underrated?
I think
Yes.
I think
George
so.
Clooney is the Fox. Is
You
it
know
George
what?
Clooney, Meryl Streep?
You know why? Because there's so many of those random claymation haters that are like, I don't like claymation. And you go, oh, okay. Why? What? Why? And there's so many different styles. And like, it's just a storytelling. It's just a style.
Yeah.
Just watch the story.
That's such a good one too.
It's so different and it's weird at first.
It's
And
weird.
You're like,
and
wait,
the
what am I
animation's weird,
watching?
too?
Yeah, that's
But
a
it's
weird one.
so good.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Devin Bostick, that is Jasper on the 100, and Seth from Oppenheimer is 32. Monique Coleman, Taylor from the High School Musical movies, is 43. Ron Artest is 44. Noah Hathaway, that is the man-child warrior Atreyu in the Never-Ending Story.
Whoa.
Noah Hathaway is
Is
52.
Ron Artest Meta World Peace now? Is that
Yes,
his?
yes. Gerard Butler is 54. Jimmy Kimmel, 56. Steve Zahn.
I love Steve Zahn.
Yep.
We like that guy so much. Does he deserve a mother effing?
Soon. He's almost there.
He's almost there.
Bro.
Well, what
almost
do we got to do? We wait for his 60th?
Yeah, I think that's a
No,
good gift.
I do declare. I'm the birthday guy now. Steve, mother effing
Gotta
Zahn.
go to the, you can't just, it got to go to the committee.
I'm into it.
Committee?
You know, I guess.
Committee,
yeah.
what
It's
say
got to
you?
go to the committee.
Committee, what say you?
Yes. Yay.
Yay?
Just reviewing
It's not
that
his
thing.
time yet.
All
that
the
thing
yays?
you do.
It's
he
not his
deserves
time.
For what?
Steve's
Yeah.
on. All the
Steve
yays?
Mother effing's on.
Yay!
How old is he?
56.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
time.
Come on.
Yay.
All right, 3 yays. Steve,
yays have it.
mother effing Zahn is 56 years old. Neil Flynn is 63. That is
Is that modern English?
the janitor from Scrubs. Now you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg is 68. Chris Noth, that is Peter on The Good Wife, and Mr.
no.
Big
Mr. Big.
on Sex and the City. Chris Noth is
Noth.
69. Noth.
It's nerve.
They need to go to committee. Joe Mantegna, that is the agent David Rossi on Criminal Minds, and Joey from The Godfather Part 3.
And Dean Martin.
He's 76 years old. He's also Fat Tony on The Simpsons, by the way.
Yeah. Did you have something to say about Steve Zahn?
Not Steve Zahn. Somebody, we had a couple emails of how did son-in-law not make that list? And I'm like, yeah, that was
from Paul and
that was a
Hungry,
quintessential.
Man.
That was a Thanksgiving movie. He went home with her for Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Was
I
on the farm?
agree.
That's a great film.
I love that movie.
It was like Thanksgiving
Yeah.
break at their college, and I'm like, that's
With the bad coach from
Huh?
the guy who
dad?
played the bad coach in Mighty Ducks.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh yeah, the
What's
dad.
up,
The dad. I
buddy?
forgot. I didn't even ever connect those dots.
The dad was the bad guy from the bad coach from Mighty Ducks.
Munching on some grindage.
and the other lawyer in the Ralph Macchio, Joe Pesci.
Okay.
And how hot is Becca?
What the hell's the name of that movie?
Yeah, something about My Cousin Vinny or
My
something.
Cousin
Yeah,
Vinny.
Becca, hot ass Becca in that movie is in the house,
She's-
the Haunting of
Tiffany
Hill
Amber
House.
Thiesen's in that movie too.
She is still so gorgeous.
God, she's so gorgeous.
She's still hot.
I would marry Pauly Shore too, unfortunately. I hate to admit it, you guys,
nah.
but I would.
Nah.
I would.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kirsten Price. And today's birthday girl has been in 353 fine films, including The All-Day Orgy, Anal is My Business, and Business is Good.
Oh wow.
Beefeaters 2, Diary of a Perv, Grand Theft Orgy 2, Lewd Lube Jobs, The Other White Meat, Saturday Night Beaver, Tramp Stamps, Welcome to Tuna Town, which I hate that title. God, I hate that title.
Yeah, but that's an animated short. It's really nice.
And finally, who could forget a role in 2007's Meatless in Seattle?
That's a holiday film.
I'm sorry, did you say meatless?
Yeah. That's a good one. Tom Spanks is
What
in
does
it.
that even mean in a
What do you mean?
porn? Wait, because we're sleepless in Seattle because we weren't getting any sleep. And now we're getting some meat in
No,
Seattle?
we're getting no meat.
What?
No.
We're getting no meat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look over here. I'm making a gesture.
Hey,
You know-
you both
Did
with
you
your
both
little
do the same
smokies
thing?
are
yeah, that's also what I was doing.
the
Locked.
new handshake
Yeah.
of the Rizz Show.
Jeff's
Although I would
favorite.
argue there is some roast beef involved in that.
Let's just say Jeff's favorite.
Kirsten Price is 42 years old. That's porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, on that note, sex time fun facts coming up next.
Hey, by the way, Josh just emails over, says he's dropping some gooey butter cake off from a local place. So,
no.
No, you can keep.
Dude,
I mean, is this the...
why are you
fast lane?
doing this to me, God?
Who's Josh?
He's a nice guy. They're selling their local gooey butter cake in Schnucks.
Oh, so it's there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just random.
somebody working for the fast lane trying to plump us up.
Dude, it is. They're trying to... You've never
That's
seen
fine.
Bride Wars, but trust, this was part of the whole sequence of that movie is getting the bride fat. That's exactly what Stalter's trying to do to this show.
Yeah, man.
All right, so some topics to be covered. TikTok's triangle method, how that will elevate your flirting technique.
Oh.
Tinder's now going to let your parents weigh in on matches. Are the dating apps dying? And for Lern, 4 common misconceptions about penises.
I'm ready.
What you didn't know.
What you didn't know about the dong.
This is 60 minutes. Yeah.
7:57 Monday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 270 southbound at 370. There's also a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 270 near 255. Also, a center lane closed due to debris on the road 44 westbound after Grand. Your point forecast, nice and sunny, high of 68. Right now it's 45 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, welcome back to the program. Today is the 13th of November. So today is, let's see here, some holidays. Today is World Kindness Day. Okay. Today is Symphonic Metal Day. Today is Start a Rumor Day.
Ooh. Let's get one cooking.
Think of something. Let's get it going.
All right.
Today is National Mom and Dad's Day. Oh, today is National Bread Pudding Day. Anybody
Ew.
a fan?
Ooh.
I'm not.
Fan?
I like those
That's
two
Not
things.
terrible, right?
Have you had it lately?
You had it at Golden Corral, and I remember you were raving
Oh,
about
that's
it.
right.
It was good, man.
He was rafing about
Honestly, it was the
He was
best
raving
thing
about it.
on the buffet.
Not for me.
I've aged into my bread pudding phase, and you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. It's good.
I don't think I've had enough to really form an opinion on whether I like it or don't like it.
Is it Nilla wafers?
No.
What is it?
It's just like, right, soaked bread in custard, right? Like a custardy kind
This
of
is
thing.
That
surprising.
was such a good soundbite. Is it Nilla wafers?
Is it? I thought it's like bread soaked into some kind of custard
probably
thing
is.
that was
What
put in
is-
the oven.
Yeah.
What is bread pudding?
Bread pudding sucks.
Wow.
Made
I
with
see.
bread,
I
milk,
have
or
a-
cream containing eggs.
Yo, maybe you just
Butter.
haven't had it like this, because holy crud. Look at that stuff. That's
Yeah, man,
that
it looks
looks like
pretty good.
some Thanksgiving stuff.
It's good, dude. It
Look at
sounds.
that on the left. The easy bread. That looks great.
Look at that.
Like the stuffing of desserts. I don't think so.
5 stars, 70
She's
reviews.
amazing. Stuffing is great.
Yes.
I'm not a stuffing fan
Yummy.
either. Soggy bread, not my thing.
No. Look at this. It's made with stale bread. Come on. They're making
bread.
use of good of
Eco-friendly
I get it.
dessert.
It's eco-friendly.
This is the recycling
This is-
dessert.
This is where my
This
green
is
stops.
it's dessert. It's dessert stuffing.
Here's the thing. I was turned off for
Nothing
years
wrong with
because
that.
bread was in the title and like bread doesn't belong. And then I was like, wait, all desserts are bread. Donuts are bread. Everything's bread.
It's all sugar. It's just yummy.
Well, I'm sleeping on
Leftover
this.
stale
And then I had
bread.
it and it's warm and it's gooey and it's got sugar and
You give it ice
makes
cream on the
you
top?
feel
Look at that.
happy.
I don't like even like a cinnamon toast or a French toast casserole where it's kind of bread pudding-ish. I
Look at
don't
this.
like it.
In Liverpool, a moist version of Nelson cake called bread pudding is now
So
nicknamed
mad at you right now.
Wet Nelly.
A wet Nelly.
Wet Nelly.
Wet Nelly.
It's a wet Nelly, dude. No thanks.
No, give me that wet Nelly, baby.
Oh God, wet Nelly.
Put
Yo
some
got
in
wet
my
Nelly.
mouth. Today is also Sadie Hawkins Day.
Oh,
Oh, I'll ask somebody to a dance.
So and that's right. So the women do the asking
That's
on
right.
Sadie Hawkins.
And then in West Frankfort, Illinois, you would wear the same outfit
same.
as your date.
Yep. Matching. Usually a matching flannel of some sort.
I've told you this. My cousin, his girlfriend at the time, I think her name was April, invited him, and they wore matching Limp Bizkit shirts. And then you take the photo like a prom photo, dude. It's great.
So Sadie Hawkins. So it's is because we never had that at our school. Did
Yeah.
you have that at
No.
your school?
Nah.
It seems like and correct me if I'm wrong here. Seems like a very rural thing,
Yeah.
you're
Like our
right.
cousins always talked about it.
Midwest, for sure.
like a rural kind of thing where the women ask the men to the dance.
It was the beginning of women's rights. We're going to ask the men to the dance.
Well, and I was trying to look up the history of it. It's from like a comic.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, it's from a comic,
Archie,
like a comic book strip.
interesting. I'll tell you what, man, I feel like the older I get, the more I realize that growing up in South County, I kind of grew up in like no man's land. Like I'm
It's not city. It's not rural.
I'm like a Missouri Hoosier, but I didn't get to. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like a lost space. It's just like a
Yeah, no,
this like
you're right.
Like
It's
what did I get?
Are you
It's
having
not
the-
city. It's not inner city. It's not.
am I right?
Yeah,
It's not
like,
farm.
Yeah, I talk like a Hoosier to everybody outside of Missouri, but here,
You feel kind of city-esque.
yeah, I don't.
Holy moly.
You know what I mean? Like it's this lost zone.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
What?
Lil Abner. You're right.
The comic?
I thought Sadie Hawkins was legitimately a real person up until this moment in time. It's from a young woman who lives in a fictional town of Dogpatch in the old 1937 Lil Abner comic strip.
Yeah, I thought it was a person.
Me
I
too.
thought it was a person from like the Civil War era.
I thought it was
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
first feminist.
No.
I literally was just like, this was just some boss chick back in the day who ripped her bonnet off and was like, you and me going dancing, brother.
You're going to wear the bonnet.
No.
Me dance.
Stop. She puts butter turned down. And was
That's what
like,
it seemed like. So it's
what I
woman who
thought it
turned
was.
butter.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed to find out it's a fictional person.
Yeah.
But it took off. So Sadie Hawkins Day, where the pressure is now on the women to ask the guys.
Oh, it was the best. Because you could ask the guy who was just pea-footing around, not asking you, you know? Oh!
That cartoon ran from 34 to 77. 34.
And
To
it
not
holds
be
up.
asked.
Yeah, now you know how it feels. Okay. Now you know.
Oh, but also, it was kind of great because you guys got to feel what it's like to get rejected. To ask someone to a dance and have them be like, no, thank you.
Oh, trust me, I was not rejecting anybody.
Yeah.
If I was put in that situation and a girl showed attention,
You're right.
paid some kind of attention
Yes,
to me.
I will
See,
go
we
to
Yes,
were
I will.
smart. We would have said no more. So they would be more sympathetic to our cause, our plight.
In high school, if any girl would have paid me some sort of attention.
Oh. Sorry for that.
No, I did have high school girlfriends,
Yeah.
just the wrong women. It was bad.
We all had that, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh, it was bad.
Everybody has regrets.
I wish I would have said no. I wish. Anyway, happy Sadie Hawkins Day.
And also with you.
Thank you.
Did you get asked on Sadie Hawkins Day by a young lady?
We wore matching brown flannel. I think I wore a cowboy hat. There's a picture floating around. Took a picture on a hay bale.
Bust that out for Sadie Hawkins. We need to see that.
It's out there. So it's in my yearbook. I know for sure.
Scott, did you have a Sadie Hawkins Day?
I don't recall. I'm sure we did. I just don't know if anyone ever asked me.
Oh, buddy, okay?
I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, maybe we did have it. We just
We weren't
never
asked.
asked.
Nobody asked us. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's get into sex time fun facts. And it's brought to you by.
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Well, let's right out of the box here dispel some penis rumors.
Bring them
penis
forth.
misconceptions.
Okay. I'm the only one without a penis in the room. I am
Well,
excited.
listen,
to hear
I
about it.
learned some stuff too reading this. And I've been walking around with one for 45 years.
Okay. Good.
Myth number 1. The penis is a muscle. No, it's not.
You want to
No,
think
it's
it is,
not.
but it's not.
Didn't you always hear the penis was a muscle?
I think that was a joke
Wrong.
that your uncle would tell you, you know,
I don't know.
when you're like 14.
I mean, there are muscles involved.
Some people believe that the penis is a muscle that can be exercised to increase size or improve sexual performance. The penis is not a muscle. It looks like muscle because, you know, it gets hard when it fills with blood when it, you know, gets excited. But it's actually made predominantly of spongy tissue and blood vessels.
Yeah.
It's nerve.
So technically it's a knee because you got your right knee, your left knee, and your weenie.
Yeah, thank you, Scott.
I think it's Nerf.
When someone fractures their penis, they break the blood vessels that run in the penis and tear the soft tissue.
Yeah.
It's incredibly painful and really dangerous. That's a medical emergency. Seeking medical attention immediately because if you compromise the blood flow to those tissues, your penis can die.
Oh, no.
Necropenis.
That's right.
It'd be a sad burial.
The worst superhero.
Necropenis.
R.I.P.
Myth number 2. Penis length correlates with hand size.
Oh, this is a great myth that is in Cosmo about every year.
We've all heard it. People jokingly checking if their partner has big hands or feet because you know what that means.
How sad it would it be if you're 15 size shoe and micro penis?
There is no reliable way to link somebody's hand or foot size to their penis size. There's no scientific evidence behind it to prove it. So that is myth. Penis length correlates with hand size. Myth number 3. All circumcised penises are less sensitive.
Oh,
The literature on this, they say, is mixed, and every person will have a different experience. There are some studies that say yes, there are men who experience reduced sensations when they're circumcised, but there have been other studies done where men don't report reduced sensation or functionality. So I guess they say that's a myth. All circumcised penises are less sensitive.
That's good.
And myth number 4, lengthening exercises can make your penis longer.
Don't you remember that the one dude, I think he was down in South America or something, he was just
What?
walking around with weights
oh yeah.
weights on it.
Earlier this year, right? We heard about that?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago, and he was basically saying that, like, oh man, I gained like 3 inches just swinging weights.
He's
around.
doing curls with his dong.
Penis lengthening exercises, colloquially known as, have you heard of jelking?
Yeah.
Ew.
You've heard of that before?
Oh, yeah.
Jelking?
Jelking.
I got a black belt in it.
Jelqing.
Yeah.
I don't like how it sounds.
Jelking. I don't like how it's spelled. I don't like how it sounds.
Q?
Dude, it is
There's
an
a Q.
ancient martial art.
There's a Q and no U.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
You put the U in jelking.
Yeah. Hey,
Jelqing. Am I saying that right?
Joking.
Wait,
would
what else could
assume.
it be?
Yeah.
Jecking?
Joking. The ancient art of lengthening your penis.
Are they
I am
spelling
a
Jack
master.
with a Q?
In
Yeah.
the ancient art of jelking.
That's right. That was the sound.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a health article that says everything you need to know about jelking.
Yes.
I mean, this is serious, dude.
Written by
Look at this.
Rafe Dean Williams.
Look at that.
What is the point of joking?
Oh, to increase the girth, to increase the length, and make them last longer.
Okay, well,
And I got to say, it works.
jelking refers to stretching the penis either with your hands or weighted devices. And
Yeah,
this-
that's what this guy was doing. Look at this. Look at 2011 study. You see this? Using devices could increase length up to an inch if worn at least 9 hours a day for at least 3 months.
It's not for the
full-time
faint of heart.
Oh my!
I tie a
goodness.
master lock to a shoestring around my penis every morning, and I come to work, and it works.
Some of these things they do where they take a flaccid penis and they grip the top and pull it in different directions that can create micro tears and create more damage to the penis.
Big yikes.
People
Well, that
think
explains a lot.
these tears will fill up with scar tissue and make their penis longer or bigger, but that's just not true. Handling it so aggressively can cause injury and won't make it bigger. There's nothing scientific to back this up.
The potential side effects.
Penis stretching is an unproven science. There are certain exercises or devices that are thought to increase the length of your penis or the girth of it. None of these are scientifically proven to result in any term of penile lengthening.
This article has it all, man. It has possible side effects. It has at what point should you discontinue and seek out other options?
When you think of it.
It's got a list of all that: pain, discomfort, itchiness, bruising, discoloration, red spots on the shaft, numbness or tingling, vein rupture. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say those are all
Ooh, that sounds bad.
fairly obvious signs.
The old penis pump.
Go back. Have you ever seen one of these things, dude? You ever seen this penis traction device? It's wild, dude.
No, I don't know what that is. What is
It's
that?
wild.
Okay, to use one, you
Penis
insert
traction device.
into one end of the device, secure that end to your penis, and the other end to your pelvic area.
This is like a thigh master with some rods on it.
You just basically crank. It's like, the rack? The medieval torture device, the rack? You're basically putting your
stretch
penis in the rack, dude. You're cranking it. You're cranking it apart
sure
as
am.
it stretches you out.
And you have to do it 4 to 9 hours for a few months. 4 to 9 hours a day for a few months.
Just like, what do you do while you got your penis on the rack? You can't.
You go to work?
You vacuum? What do you do?
Binge.
Like my penis is in traction right now.
Binge
You guys don't
Netflix.
even know.
If you make it to the end of the article, here's what you really need to hear. The average length is 5 to 7 inches. If you're in that range, you may be underestimating just how long your penis really is.
All right. I mean,
everybody.
Like you're okay.
Mental or emotional stress can affect your ability.
cool.
You're all right.
The bottom line, try joking if you want, but don't expect your penis to grow overnight.
I tell you what, just seeing the word jelking spelled out again, there's no U next to the Q. I don't trust it.
Can't be trusted.
I thought it was a unique use of the Q.
No.
Dude, there were like 15 different studies, and they're all done in 2011. This is like a big
That
thing
was a
in
big
2011.
year for jelking.
Yeah, and then they said, and then after that, everybody's like, nope, we've got all the conclusive evidence that we need. We're done with this. All the universities stopped funding those
Jelking
studies.
had its
in
2011 was a big year
Jumping
for it.
joke, flash. Gas.
Have you guys heard of the triangle method for flirting?
Is this the eyes?
Oh, is this the eyes, mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have to push back on this because I have a hard time hearing people. So I'm constantly going from lip to, and so sometimes like I feel like people maybe think I'm like doing this.
Flirting?
But I'm literally reading, like, especially at concerts and stuff. Like I can't hear anything.
Well, so Rafe, do you know about this method?
No.
No, Moon, you know about it. Learn, you know about it. Scott, have you heard of this? The triangle method.
have not heard of
I had
this.
not heard about this until I read this article. The triangle method is a nonverbal flirting tactic that involves strategic eye movement to signify that you're romantically or sexually interested in somebody. So the hashtag, the triangle method, has been racking up tens of millions of views on TikTok, where videos about this tactic have been circulating for more than a year. So the strategy exploded in popularity after the Feminine Fatale, a TikTok dating page for women who want to make men obsessed, uploaded a tutorial on the tactic, which clocked up a whopping 5.5 million views. So according to the page, you begin the triangle method by looking directly into both of your potential paramour's eyes for a max of 3 seconds. So if you're trying to flirt with somebody, you look in their eyes for 3 seconds.
How'd that feel?
Without moving your head, you then briefly look down at their lips before darting your eyes back up again. So eyes, lips back up to the eyes. At that point, you look directly into your crush's right eye before moving your gaze across to look and lock contact with their left eye.
Then do you go across to the right eye or back down? Do you ever complete the triangle, or is this more of a V?
You start with both eyes.
Got it.
Down the lips real quick, back up to the eyes.
Let's do it. See if it turns
Right.
Here, you guys do it.
And then left.
And see what
Look
are
at
you
me,
guys
Scott.
aroused.
Scoot Rizzuto.
Okay, they're
Now?
looking. I mean, both of you have
I'll
really.
turn it on to you right now.
Oh my god!
You didn't hear the desk thump underneath me? That's
Here's
crazy.
Yeah, damn.
You know what's weird is triangle method, also a joking technique.
Yes.
You guys good at eye contact? You do
The eye
eye contact with
movements
people?
resemble
stare-
the shape of a triangle,
I stare
hence
at
the
mouths.
name of the flirting method.
I stare at mouths for sure.
I do that. Sometimes I feel like people hate because all my speech classes eye contact.
Yes, eye contact is very important.
Yeah.
But I do find myself getting uncomfortable locking eyes with somebody for
Sure.
too long.
You're a beta at heart. Beta male. Sorry, buddy.
Could you guys look at me? Is it deer season in here right now?
Damn it.
I know what you
Make
mean,
me
though.
a beta male.
No, I know what you mean. I think there's an art to it, because too long of eye contact can be creepy.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think I make a lot of eye contact, but I don't look. You look away strategically, but it lets people know that you're listening to them. And sometimes
yes.
it's for me because I am listening to you, or I am interested in what you have to say.
No, it's a power move, too, when you look directly into
Yeah.
somebody's soul, which I like to. But then I don't want to give you too much, so I'm going to look away.
Do you ever look at your partner's eyes and you see them dilate? Because I remember reading in Cosmo in like the 90s, that was how you knew somebody was into you, if their pupils start to dilate.
So many things to pay attention.
I've heard that. I think
know.
I don't know if I believe that or not. I have heard that though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a myth.
This tactic has been around for decades, according to people. One account, like on TikTok, shared footage of Marilyn Monroe seductively moving her eyes in the triangle pattern in one of her 1950s movies. There was also another clip of Kate Winslet and DiCaprio in Titanic. They both do the triangle method.
Did Marilyn see it on TikTok?
Yeah.
She did.
She did. All right, so the biggest disadvantage to online dating is that your parents are less involved in helping you find a date. I'm kidding, but Tinder is apparently serious about it. So Tinder has just announced a couple new features, and one of them is a matchmaking option which allows you to send profiles to friends and family to let them weigh in. So the idea is that it can help you find out if a potential match possesses or passes the friend test, and if you'll get your parents' approval. Friends and family will also be able to recommend matches to you. The people who you invite to weigh in do not have to have Tinder accounts to participate.
Okay.
And don't worry, they're not able to do anything on your behalf, like, swipe or like profiles or, message potential dates.
I was at a wedding this weekend, and my sister, who, is 24, she told me that her therapist has told her that she doesn't have to tell us about who she's dating anymore. That we're the problem.
Is she on the apps?
I think so. I don't talk to my sister all that often, but anyway, this is the bomb that she dropped on me Saturday, because I was like, hey, you seen anybody? Like, let me live vicariously through your 24-year-old being, well, I'm not supposed to be telling you people about who I'm dating or what's happening with me. And I go, are you serious? I'm your sister. You know, she's setting a boundary, and I respect it. I'm just being
her
funny.
Her therapist said that she should not discuss.
I guess we are so I'm trying to connect with what you just said, because she obviously doesn't want our opinion, and we're an intense family, okay? We're
Bunch
all
of nosy
fire
Parkers.
signs. We just want to know what's going on. We're curious. We love her.
I like how she said, you people.
You people. That's what she said. My therapist says, you people. And, you know, and so then I was really, you know, I'm giving her crap.
Well, are you like too opinion-y?
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's
Of course.
your job.
I care about it. This is my little sister. I care.
Of course.
You know, she's dated some real jerk holes in the past. And, you know, I want her.
You're a tight family. You know, your mom and your sister and
Yeah, we all
dear
love
Jerry.
each other. We're fierce with our love, you know?
Yeah, the goal is to add somebody too, and you're saying who you're adding.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
I like the fact, though, that she announced that, by the way.
To the table.
Listen here, you people.
You people.
My therapist says that you people.
That's odd that she announced that.
I agree, Rizz. And then I go, yeah, listening to this? And my mom's like, what?
I mean, she didn't have to say that.
No, she could have just said, I'm not dating anyone.
Yeah,
Ting, ting,
and
ting.
then
She's
when
dangling the meat.
and then when she's ready for you to
Excuse me.
meet a
Thank
potential
you.
person.
Excuse me, you people.
Yeah.
Ting, ting, ting.
Tick, tick.
Gather
kinda
around,
love
you
it.
people.
I'm kind of on Emily's side here. I kind of love it because
Did she let everybody know?
Because that's her way of saying, stop asking me all the time. Because if she just doesn't say anything, they're going to keep asking. But if they know that she's not going to talk about it, they'll ask less.
Yeah,
No,
but
now
now
they
they're
ask
going to
more.
care more. Now they're going to think about
Yeah.
it and care
Yeah,
more.
dude, she's
Dude, it's-
nagging you.
No, I know. That's the thing. She could have just taken her. She's a highly intelligent person. She's a grade A person. She could have completely just, I'm not dating anybody, and completely just swept this under the rug. In her brain, she's going, I'm never telling you people about anything.
Yeah, and she created a new game in
And
your
she
family
created a
called
new
Who's
game.
Emily
Is she
Dating?
somebody?
What?
Is she dating somebody?
Apparently so.
Yeah, now I care.
Right.
Now you're
Hey, you know what?
curious.
Thank you, because
Emily-
I'm valid. No, I'm
Emily, if you're
validated.
listening and you really want to make your family mad, text me who you're dating.
No.
I will not tell.
Yeah, we're not
Is she
you people.
ashamed of this guy?
We trust your instincts, Emily.
Here's where I go. And she listens to the podcast, by the way. She's going to hate all of this. I think she is dating. This is a repeat offender. I think she's dating a guy that we did not like,
Makes sense.
and she's trying to hide
she's
that
back.
from us.
Makes sense.
You know?
We want to hang out with a guy or a gal.
Or
Yeah.
her therapist.
Text
Bring
us.
him home.
Text us. No, not you.
Oh, what?
Text us.
What kind of jerk therapist would say, "Oh, I don't think you should, involve your family with any potential suitors,
Plus she's-
and make sure they know that."
Yeah.
Maybe
Right?
she's dating
So
her
now you could
therapist.
cause more problems.
Anyway, I booked a therapy appointment for myself because this is
What if she's
it's
dating the
turning me out.
therapist? That's a
Thank
good point, Rafe.
you.
That's what I'm
I got
thinking.
ignored
That's what I'm
twice,
thinking.
but it's a
No,
very
you're right.
solid theory.
Right, that's
No, her therapist is a chick. She's straight.
even better.
No, it's not.
Awesome.
Do you remember Seinfeld, season 4?
Remember this.
When Elaine's dating her therapist and she's like, wants to break up with him, and he's like,
Oh, manipulating
she's
her.
like, I met somebody. And she's like, bring him to me. Good for you. I need to meet him. This is important for your healing. And
Yeah.
then he ends up talking Kramer. She pretends like she's dating Kramer, and she ends up, Kramer's like, this guy's actually really good for you.
Yeah.
He like manipulates Kramer.
That's a great episode.
It is a great episode. She dates Pagliacci.
Well, good luck to your sister.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I would also encourage her to let her know that, like, at some point nobody's going to care about her story. So let's be happy
Well,
that, like,
that's-
maybe people care.
That's right. One day nobody's going to care.
Well, that was a real negative,
Yeah,
dark
that's-
turn
oh,
from the.
No.
I
No,
hope
you
my
said-
family
No,
cares.
You put a boundary
reading,
up.
You're reading this wrong. I'm saying, like, you guys care. Like, this is like
We're excited.
your life is relevant to us. We're really excited. You know, we want to know, and that's not a bad thing.
And
Don't
they
see
know
it as
what's
a
gonna
bad
happen.
thing. Set your boundaries, and I get that, and I
Right.
respect that.
I'm all about the
do
boundaries.
that, but at the same time, like, don't be bummed that your family cares about you. Like, let's see the positive here.
I'm
You know
very
what's gonna-
protective
You know what's
of
going to wind
her.
up happening?
What?
I'll tell you. I could see this. I could see the future. She's going to get all pissed off because you don't care enough.
That's
Yeah,
what,
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
trying
That's
to say
what
in a
we're
nice
trying
way.
to talk about.
That's what I'm trying to say. At some point, you're not going to be as interesting as you are right now. So,
She might just be in love.
See
She's
the
going to
positive.
get mad because she
think
she
so.
told you not
Didn't
to
feel
ask
that.
questions.
and now you're not asking.
And now you're not asking questions. She's gonna, why are you not asking questions? Do you not care anymore? No, you told us to not ask questions.
Right.
Your therapist said it.
Because that's how we are, too, by the way. We will shut down, and then it's gone.
It's over.
Because
You guys
again,
are all nuts.
we are.
I don't
We all need to have therapists in my house.
Dude, I guarantee there's a text thread going right now. Who's Emily dating in your family? I guarantee it.
No, but after the show there will be because Jill's probably listening. So yes,
Hey, Jill.
everything's
I'd like to start this thread and be on it. Can you
great.
include me?
yes.
I want to be on the other thread where I know and get to lord it over.
Yeah.
Is your sister moving?
To New York?
Yeah.
She wants to. She's got to graduate first. She's graduating law school in May, and then she will be moving somewhere, either D.C. or New York City.
Man, that's
So,
awesome.
Wowie.
Yeah.
Well,
Good for her. That's so cool.
it is so cool.
You know, dating apps have dramatically changed how people make romantic connections. And my wife and I met way before, dating apps, so I never got to experience the whole dating app thing. Do I sometimes feel like I missed out?
Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah.
I don't know. I met, the love of my life, so I'm good. I found my perfect match. I'm good. Is there a little bit of me that goes, what would it have been?
Fun to hoe it up on there a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah, I get that.
I was thinking about how social media has really impacted people in the dating sphere because some people are just so good at flirting like in chat rooms or flirting in direct message. And so, but then you get to them in real life and maybe they're not the same, they're not as open. And that has to be so confusing.
Well, there is some evidence that is pointing to the apps are on the decline. And people are abandoning, the apps and searching for love the old-fashioned way.
In the wild.
In person.
This is gonna be like a new trend, guys. Here's this whole thing I'm doing. It's called meeting in person. Really wild.
There will be a generation who says they invented it.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, the founder and CEO of Bumble stepped down from the company. Also, a couple weeks ago, a company called Match Group, which owns Match.com, OkCupid, Hinge, and Tinder, they reported lower than expected earning ratings.
Dang.
Specifically, the decline of paying customers on Tinder cut into their bottom line like big time. While dating apps have long been considered the top way to meet other singles, more people are turning to in-person dating. They're going to bars. They're going to restaurants. Mutual friends are saying, I know somebody.
Farmers only.
No farmers only.
Incarcerated.
Still crushing it.
No farmers only.
The farm.
Now, women are often reporting feeling overwhelmed by just the sheer volume of people they are not interested in.
Yeah, man. It's the merch at a concert. Like, whoa, well, look at that band. They've got 65 shirts. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so overwhelmed. Screw it. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I'm done.
Yeah.
You just give me 2 shirts.
I think it's
I like that one better
It's
than
like,
that one. I'll buy a shirt.
I'm flipping through Netflix and Hulu going, I can't find anything to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean, dude.
Or-
There's a word for that. Shoot, I'll think of the word, but it's
Decision paralysis.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And when there's too many options, that's what you're
No,
falling
well,
into.
women are saying, there's so many guys on here I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in this app.
That's what I think. It's like Facebook Marketplace, right? When Facebook Marketplace first came out, great place to get deals. Awesome, cool stuff. But then as soon as the scammers know about it, it just becomes a cesspool of people misrepresenting
Yeah.
themselves and their product. And I think that's what dating apps are. It's just such a misrepresentation of people. I'm also, to speak to Lern's point, I'm always leery of, I like having conversations with people because that's how you get to know the real person. When they have to react to what you're saying in real time, because sometimes the people that flirt in chat rooms or even via text sometimes, if you don't already know the person and you're only texting, you have so much time to think about and be so pointed and strategic and even manipulative with your replies.
Yeah, and they're practiced at that.
Right.
They're
And then
well
you get 'em
practiced at that, and your
So-
relationship's not going to be based on that.
Exactly.
So the women are saying there's just so many guys on here I'm not interested in. The guys are getting frustrated because some rarely get a reply.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Like some are like, I
So here's a real question.
do I have nothing going for me?
Here's a real question I never thought about until now. Maybe this isn't PC or even possible now, but okay, let's say I'm on a dating app. Can I say, hey, I like brunettes under 5'9"? Or
Oh, yeah,
can you
I think
can you
you
put
can.
that stuff in?
Demographics?
I think you can.
Can I
Set your
refine search?
Oh, yeah, I would hope so. Like when you're shopping for clothes.
Yeah.
Like I'm into brunettes, blue eyes,
Like a late
under
model.
5'3" or
Over
whatever.
6'1", or I mean,
Or
can you,
this
can you,
weight.
Yeah, can you put that
Or-
stuff in?
You don't
This
think that's not
music.
piece? I mean,
Listen, man. I don't know if that would even be. I don't know what
It's
these apps are.
designer dating, you know?
But is it? I mean, I know. I think I know my style. I think I know
Yeah.
what I like. Do the apps allow you to put that stuff in there, or no?
I don't know. None of us are on the apps.
Somebody answer this question. This seems like a relevant, obvious question that I never thought of until now.
Or is that too superficial? I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying.
it
Like,
should be okay.
but okay, you would think so. But wouldn't an app catch a lot of hell right now for having such options?
But that's what your
You
brain is
shouldn't.
doing when you're doing natural selection.
When you're going out
Yeah, when you're
into the
going out.
world,
Like who you're
that's what
attracted to.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying
I like the question. No,
you understand
I
what
love
I'm
the
saying
question.
here, like the pushback from
Sure.
certain societal
PC
norms.
police?
Yeah, like I
whoop.
don't know if
PC
that would
police.
allow certain apps to have such a thing.
Yeah.
I think they all have it though.
They do? Okay, I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
You can
Is that the
definitely
standard?
filter through they have age.
Listen,
They have demos for hey, don't show me anyone that's under
No
this age
Irish
or above
people.
this.
Or religion. Like I only want to date a Catholic.
I mean, they have JDate. They have
Yeah.
religious-based apps.
Right.
There's all kinds of apps that
I
really
always thought
drill down into specifics.
I always thought Plenty of Fish was like a Catholic. Was a Catholic
You
dating.
did?
Or Christian.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it
it
was.
sounds like a Christian one.
Well, no, I know there's a Christian Mingle.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Mingle, J-Date.
Yeah.
Would you want to find a nice Jewish girl?
Go to J-Date.
You want to find a nice Jewish boy? You go to J-Date. I thought Plenty of Fish was I thought the fishes and loaves. I thought that was all, Jesus thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the longest time.
I didn't know that. I didn't make that connection.
Hotagnostics.com, right?
Is that a thing?
No, but I'm starting it after the show.
Okay, so you got the women overwhelmed by too many guys they're not into. Guys are like, I'm not getting any matches, and nobody's replying to me. Also, ghosting has become very common now on the apps. And singles are also frustrated with whatever algorithm they think that you should hit. And you're being fed. But here's who we think you should match with. Sometimes that's wrong.
Hey, here's another idea. I'm just trying to be creative with these things. What if after a certain point of interaction, so you couldn't just I'm sure this you can manipulate this and bad actors could come in and ruin this. But what if you got a review? Uber drivers get reviewed. Uber riders get reviewed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What if hey, this didn't work out, but rate your
date.
Rate your interactions with
date.
Scott Rizzuto. How did it go?
Yeah.
4.2. Not for me, but nice guy.
Yeah, I would be down. We went
Manners.
out for
There's already got to be some
Courteousness.
Smell.
So what if
I
you
would
were
never
what if you were walking around trying to hit on everybody on the apps? You're trying. I'm trying to hit on Lern, and you're like, this guy's got a 1.2. One
wouldn't
star.
date him.
I
One
would
star.
imagine
What a fool.
that's already a thing.
We would all, that would create a society that is wanting to be perfect. And human beings, we're not perfect. And that's kind of the fun of finding a mate is they bring out something good in you, hopefully, and you bring something good in them, but they're not going to be
They're
perfect.
trying
Yeah,
to
but
do
at the-
designer babies now.
But at the same time, when you're dating in a relationship, or when you're in a scenario where somebody's introducing you, okay, Lern, you're looking for somebody, and I'm like, hey, I know Lern, she's a stand-up gal, 5-star review. Hey, so and so, you guys might make a match. You're still getting reviewed. You know what I'm saying? You're getting
Interpersonally reviewed.
yeah, but I'm backing you, I'm vouching for you. So
Right.
you just came up with a great app.
maybe
idea.
there's a rating system that can kind of vouch for you. And again, I'm sure this is going to be ruined in an hour.
Is it called Date Rate?
That's a little too close.
It's okay.
You
Not a
think
good
you're
idea.
branding
Not a good
your-
idea.
Yeah,
Listen, there's no
let's
bad
work on-
ideas to brainstorm.
Let's work on
We're
this
just-
Okay, just
branding.
We're
so
brainstorming
just
out
so
loud.
Just there was a survey done last week, okay, of 1,000 U.S. college and grad students, and they found that 79% did not use any dating apps. Back in 2019,
Okay.
same survey, 1,000 graduates and college students, half used dating apps.
Okay, so it's grown, right?
Well, people not using them.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that was from 2019 was the one.
So 79% did
down
not
to
use them
50. Okay.
last week,
Oh, wow.
as opposed to in 2019, half of everybody used
I see.
them.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's on the decline.
Yeah, everybody I know that's on them always complains about them. However, I have a girl in my life who just started
too much
dating
choice.
a guy.
Oh, these guys like me.
I have a girlfriend. Hey, I had a girlfriend who just started dating a guy she met on the apps, and it's going really well. So there's still hope. You just got to kind of get through the sludge, man.
People use, I mean, it's like real life. People have different goals on the app. Some people are just trying to get laid. Some people are trying to get their numbers up. And some people are looking for a mate. And when you don't represent yourself well, you know, if one person's looking to bang and the other person's looking to get married, it's probably not going to
work out. Yeah. Hey, just get out there, guys.
Get out there. Maybe we should create an app. The Rizz Show app.
Get out there.
The freaks.
Listen, find
your freak.
We've had Team Rizz members link up, and, you know, there have been a couple Team Rizz marriages.
That's awesome.
Just had one. Great people.
That's
Matt.
awesome.
I won't say their names. I guess that's probably not, but they're good people, man.
Also, the Are We Dating the Same Guy? Not just here in St. Louis, but like around cities everywhere. There's groups and conversations,
Facebook?
where women are like, hey, is everybody dating Troy? And they put Troy's photo up, and it's like, that's my husband. And like, I'm also texting him like that.
That's also my husband.
I've been talking to some girls, like a couple of girlfriends of mine are like, yeah, we found out we were dating the same guy because of this
Troy?
group. Yeah. Ho Troy, yeah.
Troy's dating everybody?
Yes. That's his real name.
Damn you, Troy.
The kid that was like bigger than everybody, that like the younger kids were afraid of in our neighborhood, was named Troy the Boy.
Ooh.
Dude, Troy's slotting it up.
Troy the Boy.
I had a hot weekend with a Troy down in Atlanta.
Hotlanta. Hotlanta. All right.
Yeah.
Troy.
Way back.
Were you dating the same guy?
Probably. Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Hot weekend, huh?
Hot weekend with Hot Troy. All right. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Rafe will give us the sex toy of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, indeed. At the McDonald's drive-thru.
No.
Oh, man, I'll play you the audio in a couple minutes here. It's a guy going just completely nuts, and these poor McDonald's workers, so probably getting paid, you know, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like dealing with this a-hole. I hate it. As somebody who was in the service,
Right.
I hate it. Let's put a capper on Sexy Time Fun Facts.
Yes, let's.
All right, Rafe, what do we got this week?
This week we got a nice little, cute little number coming off Veterans Day. The Take Me Thigh Cuff System. $19.95, 4.6 stars, and 122 stellar reviews.
You know, I'm appreciating this particular toy this week because the picture you have that you provided us is not a hairy guy with his wedding tackle out.
For once.
And for once, and the wedding tackle being tortured in some way.
Oh, yes, this is nice.
Listen,
it's got nice artwork in it, too.
I wanted to give my friends a treat coming off a long weekend for everybody.
Thank you, Rafe.
We all did fundraising events this weekend. We did good in the world.
We did.
We deserve a little good back.
Thank you, Rafe.
Captain Pork Steak is a distributor of Karma. Prepare to make your partner your evening slave with the Take Me Thigh Cuff System. Your naughty partner isn't going anywhere with these comfortable neoprene restraints that are connected, that connect their wrist to their thighs. The soft material is sturdy enough for hours spent on their knees with their ass in the air or their back or pressed against a wall with no escape from ecstasy. The Take Me Thigh Cuff System is easy to apply, adjust, and remove, so there's no hesitation as you fulfill your wildest fantasies. That sounds nice, guys.
Yeah, right?
Doesn't it?
Right?
Imagine. She pulls playfully at the black restraints, attaching her wrists to her thighs as she deals in doggy style on her bed. I have a perfect view of her curled toes, her fingers clawing at the sheets. Is there anything so beautiful in the world? Quote, I'll do anything, just please take me, end quote. We've played this game before. We both know what, quote, anything, end quote, is. She is ready. She screams with delight, pulling harder and harder and harder at the restraints. They tighten against the back of her thighs, and her round ass becomes more defined. I can't resist. I give her a sudden swat as she screams again, and a bright handprint appears. Uh-oh, naughty. Please, she screams, I want to touch you. No. I quickly pull at the Velcro of the restraints, releasing her wrist. It's time for that. Anything.
Uh-oh, it's time for anything.
Why am I blushing right now the way you're reading this?
I don't know. Talk to your therapist about it. Better talk to your therapist about it.
Scott is jelking right now.
Yeah. I knew it.
At least he's jelking in the other room.
Oh, my God.
What have we said about booth jelking? That's coming up in the next HR meeting.
Yeah.
Let's get to a couple short reviews, shall we? Review number 1. Portable kink. Engage. Took these on a trip, and they were a welcome surprise when it was time to play. Also works wonders for a passenger on the plane, train, or automobile ride.
Great movie.
5 stars, Steve M.
You doing this on a train?
I was like, I don't know.
On
these
a plane?
On a automobile? Yeah, how do you put this? Like, is someone on a plane not going to notice that someone's in ass-cuffed wrist? Please return your tray tables to their normal positions. I would, but my wrists are cuffed to my ass right now.
Yeah, okay.
These are those people that left the toy at the VRBO, I think. They would like this. All right, one more. I followed through with his desire. Wow. I promised him that if I was tied up, he'd be able to do anything to me. Late one night, he pulled out the restraints and cuffed me up before blindfolding me. I was excited and turned on that I let myself go and offered up my pert bum. Feel like I wrote this. His moves were wild and intense. My ring piece opened up as we relaxed into the session.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I want to give that what it deserves. My ring piece opened up as we relaxed into the session. Something didn't feel quite right, but I was loving every moment. Only when the lights came back on did we realize that we were both covered in my excrement.
All right.
Hey, well, it's
From his long unit blowing out my little ring. 5 stars, Brown G. Listen, guys, I gave you a treat on the picture. I couldn't make it.
Yeah, well you guys got it on the podcast.
Go out there and get you a Take Me Thigh Cuff system. Do it for yourself. Do it for your lover.
I hope that people are listening to this show in headphones because there's something about your voice reading that is just...
Well,
it's so perfect.
I missed that last part when I pre-read it, and I did dump out of that last part, literally.
You did?
Yeah, that last part, yes. You guys got it on the podcast, though, so.
You want me to leave it on there?
Leave that on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's something a little
Which
special.
part?
The covered in part.
Yeah, most of it.
Oh. Well,
yes.
I feel like it was a scientific...
No,
It's descriptive.
it's a little too descriptive for...
But also...
But guys, on the podcast, enjoy it. Leave it on the podcast.
All right, I'll leave it in.
Thank you. And there's some irony in dumping out of that part.
Yes.
I'll be in my trailer.
That's the sex toy of the week. Well done, Rafe. Well done.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on to my next little bit here. I do want to address this man that was going nuts at the drive-thru.
Okay.
At the McDonald's. If you could pull up the video of it. I can't play all the audio because it's rife with curses. I'll play a little bit of it. So an unidentified man in Maryland was caught on camera destroying McDonald's and harassing the employees through the drive-thru window. Here is some of that moment.
Shut it down right now! Give me some food! Food! Give me some real food!
He's coming out. He's cooking you for it.
Stand back like this.
Okay.
Go fast.
Yep.
Yep.
He's slipping out because he did not get his food fast enough.
Give me some food.
So does this speed it up, or could this slow this down? The delivery of the food.
And these poor workers are like in the back of the store, like huddled up in fear because this guy is unhinged.
Wow.
Can we start shooting these people that come through?
No, we don't need to be shooting more people.
Wait. No.
No, these people just need to be screamed at and like. Where is like the force with your words and getting like all up in somebody's face? Why do we have to go straight to the guy?
Okay, maybe,
Yeah, that's absurd, man. What are you
shooting
crazy?
Is
It's too much.
Maybe that's too much. Maybe we can install like a guillotine.
Fine.
In the window?
And just
the
have
window.
it there. Yes. We won't use it, but it'll
And
be there.
just a giant metal blade comes down. Yeah, you're right. You don't want.
Hey,
We don't need
it's
this.
too much.
We don't
There's
need this
all-
in the
that's
store. We don't
everywhere.
need this in the store.
Right.
We don't need that.
Guillotine out front, though. I'll meet you there. I'll
Just in the
compromise.
window.
Yeah.
Well, they have to have a nice button so you can hit it quickly, but you also have to be careful when you're delivering not to hit,
No,
reaching
it's
out.
not.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta
just
be
as
careful.
if you set off the fire suppression system.
I think every place like this should have, you know how they have like stadium jail? You know, like when you go to like a Phillies game and you get out of line, they put you in the jail in the stadium.
Yeah.
It's not real jail, but it's very inconvenient. I think there should be like a McDonald's jail. They used to have that Mayor McCheese head that had jail bars on it.
Yeah.
You should actually make
Yeah.
people go up into Mayor McCheese's head and have to stay there all day when
But
they act
let's
like an
think
animal.
about
Repurpose
this.
those.
But let's think about this really. Now you have to go and confront the guy. You gotta detain him.
Yes, this is what it is like living in the real world filled with crazy people.
You need to then detain him. You need to then bring him to wherever McJail. If we just had a giant blade that you pressed
Yeah.
and the blade came
Crunch.
down the window and hands would come off, whatever.
Let the angry women at him. Put this man in a room.
There's
And
the
let
guy.
me-
Look at the guy. He's destroying
Yeah.
things, throwing things.
Let me at this guy. I would
Then
love
get
to
a
scream
sup-
at somebody like this.
Get a super soaker with the grease and just.
If you watch this video, his arm is through, it would be
Yes.
right off.
Everyone would know that he was the McDonald's
This was
screamer
in the
because he'd be 4
drive-thru.
fingers
His
fewer.
arm and now his whole body's
Yeah.
through it. Just chop his
What a
body in
total
half.
D-bag.
Oh, look at that. He
Let
took-
this be a message
Golly,
to
man.
everybody who wants to stick their hands
Hey,
where
now,
they shouldn't be.
certainly he's on the hook for, let's say, hours of lost business because they have to put all this back together.
Oh, he ripped
Property
the computer
damage.
system
He's
apart.
damaging, property damage, all this stuff, right?
Harassment.
I mean,
Yeah, but at least he didn't use a weapon.
Somebody's saying
yes, thankfully.
fast food workers should have tasers. I'm okay with that. I'd rather a taser than a gun.
Cuff him.
I think everybody should be walking around. I would love to have a taser.
You could get one.
I might just get one. There's plenty of
And let's
lunatics
just
in my
not
world.
think it's men going through the windows.
That's
Man,
a
the
little
time-
pornographic.
The time it took to get all that stuff, he could have gone around again.
It was crazy. They gave him the food.
They did.
They were trying to get rid of him.
Shut him
They were
up.
trying to get rid of him.
They handed him some.
Wow.
If you have the Rizz guillotine system,
1999.
Call now. Our operators are standing by. I got to be honest. Eating that food after that tirade, I would be real concerned about what's in that food.
Right.
You can't mess with people that make your food, dude.
yeah, but
Not
if you
like
hear
that.
the women are in such fear. Listen to the women.
Yeah, the women.
There's still got to be
Give me
one
some
guy.
food right now! Give me some food! Food! Give me some real food!
He's coming out. He's cooking you for
Eat
us.
that
coming out.
chicken. Focus.
My female rage is like bubbling up to my like neck right now. Like if I were the manager, they would have to get me down too. Like I would be like, I would have lost it. I would have absolutely lost it. If I saw
know.
my no, not with
stop
my
it.
gun. I would have been like inappropriate on my part.
You would have hit the Rizz guillotine system, like you would have opened up the. It's like it's covered. The button is covered by plastic.
lift
Then
it
you lift it.
Oh, you got to lift it.
and
okay.
you hit it,
in case of
and then the
emergency.
giant blade comes down. Arms are off. Fingers are off.
This imbecile is frightening because you don't know, the next
He's
step.
completely unhinged.
Does he have a gun?
The next step is if he has a weapon, he's going to pull
Right.
it out. So, of course, I'm sure everybody there was terrified because this guy's a psychopath.
Lunatic.
A
Any
lunatic.
word if he was sober?
A psychopath.
Or,
But if this were happening in front of me, I would take the opportunity to be entertained. I would certainly look at this and be like, oh, man, this is awesome. I'm glad I came to work today. Like, wow, this is
You're going to jail, dude.
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Well, hey, thank you for breaking up the monotony of my week. This is going to be a fun story I will tell for many years, you moron.
Oh, and he's throwing stuff at them, like pointing at them, and she gives him the food. I hate this guy.
I hate
Now,
this guy,
he
too.
didn't check the bag. Maybe she just gave him like a brown paper bag full of ketchup packets.
He walks in front of somebody, by the way, who actually is at the window.
Oh, that's not even his car.
No!
If my mom were in that car that he walked in front of, I mean, all hell would have broken loose. Like,
Yeah.
between the person that is waiting to get their food, the staff that, I mean, I'm the type of person, like, if I'm by myself, I probably wouldn't stand up for myself. But if I see my friends or somebody else is scared, that's when, like, my beast comes alive.
Yeah.
So,
I know, am I right? Lern?
no.
Come
It
on.
would have been the taser, or I would have been throwing something at him.
castrator.
I would have been screaming. Lots of profanity.
Dealing with the hypochondriac.
Yeah. You want to talk about anxiety?
Get down with the sickness. The hypochondriac.
Is no one else interested in what the order was?
I'll be honest, I
McRib.
kind of, man, honestly.
has to
Yeah,
be.
dude.
QPC, man.
This is
What
the
about it
kind
with
of
cheese?
situation, and I regret it a lot.
It says
where
bags of fries.
My
French
swamp.
fries?
That's what it says, man.
The fries are good, but not that good, man. Like,
Apparently.
calm down.
This is where I would implement swamp justice and often regret it. I would probably pull him through the window.
That's right.
That was my first thought. is
Come on inside.
He's probably drunk, and you grab his arm and you pull him through, and now you got the high ground, and you just start beating the
Yeah,
crap.
now his legs are off the ground, and he's literally parallels. You just
He's stuck in the window.
I'd be
and you
closing
start
the
pummeling
window on him.
about four,
You know what I'm saying?
about
Like, half
four
body
good
in.
donkey punches, just nice and tight.
in the back of the head.
Just four, maybe not back of the head because you don't want to kill him, but like just four good ones, just like right in
Zip
the
tie his ass.
right in the solar plexus, maybe the throat.
Throw him in the
Push
freezer.
him back through the window. That way he can't scream anymore.
Ooh.
That's not good.
gonna-
I'm not proud of that because that's the kind of stuff that, like, afterwards I feel a deep sense of shame.
That's the
and
kind of
regret.
stuff that if enough of it starts happening, that we won't see these stories anymore. That's why I'm trying to sell the Rizz guillotine
Guillotine.
drive-through system.
The old RGS?
$19.99.
The McGuillotine.
When you
The
need
Rizz guillotine drive-through system is a high functioning.
When somebody tries
You're
to come,
getting it.
when somebody tries to come through the drive-through, and you want to say not today, it's the Rizz guillotine drive-through system.
Yep.
At McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm stubbing it.
Now, hey, well, I mean, maybe you're onto something as far as the drive-through window. Maybe there's just a button that it goes, whoop, boom, and like slams shut.
Oh, man.
And it'll take your arm with
With
it.
blades.
Yeah,
Well,
good.
okay, well, maybe.
Ribs
You're
Blades
really
on.
hung up on the blades
I
now.
love
Perhaps
the
the
blades,
blades.
part of it.
No blades, no bows. Leave your weapons at the gate.
Leave your weapons here. That's the greatest quote. Well done.
Thank you.
Listen, I got all these blades at home. I got to do something with them.
We need like a guy named Terry, like Big Terry, that works at McDonald's. And
Yeah.
he takes Big
the
Terry.
McTerry.
We can't hire anybody else. We don't have enough
this
room
is
on
the
the
big
payroll.
guy central. I wish I were a big guy. Next life, I'm a Big Terry, and anybody messing with my people's getting their face on the griddler, whatever the hell it's called. What is
The
it?
griddler.
What is it? The griddle?
The Griddler is the
Griddler.
hypochondriac's move.
The griddler is my
It's
enemy,
hypochondriac
my
and the
nemesis.
griddler. Oh, no.
Griddle me this, griddle me that. What is fried in vegetable fat? The fries, Griddler.
Okay.
What happened to the Hamburglar? Where'd the Griddler come from? This guy sucks.
The griddler. I feel like the griddler has a mustache that he
Dude,
like twirls.
somebody make a meme of Lern as the Griddler. Please. I need it in my life.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with sports. Tell you how we did in the Pick'em Challenge.
Not good.
Not good. 9/12
Oh, man.
Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have a center lane closed due to debris on the road 70 eastbound at Missouri U. Your point forecast, nice and sunny, high of 68. Right now it's 52 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Hey, before we get into sports, you want to just pick 'em challenge? You want to just give the results? Let's just do it.
The results are not good.
Results are not good, guys. Some of us did all right.
We lost by
One of us.
We lost by 5. Nobody did great. And I'll tell you what, I was at DB's yesterday, and I think most of us were doing really well until about the third quarter.
I think my math is off then, because I think we lost by 7.
Jeez.
I have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But whatever. In the lead with 9, winning the week in this room and for this team, Miss Lern Elwell.
Yeah, Lern.
Great job.
In second place with 7, Rizz.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
Go.
Also with 7, King Scott.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also with 7, Moon. And last place, Rafe with 6.
Dang it.
You get no applause.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Everyone has the
Clapped in
Bills
the
tonight. Everybody on their team has the Bills as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 43-36 because BT got 9, Stalter got 9.
Carrie got 8.
Carrie got-
Marsh got 8. Rivers got 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Carrie had 9. I could be
Dude.
wrong. Whatever. We lost. We got our asses kicked. Doesn't matter. Okay?
It doesn't
Guys?
matter.
I got locked out of the morning game. I didn't get to pick, which I was already against, so that sucked.
Would you have gotten it anyway? Because I lost that one.
I would have picked the Colts. Yeah, I thought the Colts was pretty much a slam dunk on that game, but it ended up being a pretty close game.
Well, there was a listener that emailed in and said, hey, Rafe's picks are not in.
Oof.
That was like Thursday.
That was for the Thursday game.
the Thursday game.
So you made your Thursday
I just
pick.
did my Thursday pick, and I didn't pick the rest yet.
So you're going to wait till Sunday morning?
No, I did it Saturday night, but because I did them like after midnight on Saturday, it locked me out of that. I keep forgetting they're doing these weird overseas
Yeah, the
games. So
Germany
like
game.
the morning Germany game was at 7 a.m., so it was like within a certain time frame, it wouldn't let me pick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got locked out of that one, and then I started looking at our history last week. It was just a bad bet. I started looking, I'm like, I feel like we were betting a lot of the percentages, which is good, but we weren't getting over the top on Fastlane because we were having like 8, 9, 10 winners, but we never had like a 12 or a 13, and they're picking upsets.
Yeah, I tried to take a couple big swings this
I
weekend.
took a couple big swings, and I
know
was
we need
off.
points.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple, too, like Texans ended up. I just picked the wrong games.
Damn it, Ryan. Damn it.
I'm taking swings, dude. We're way behind. We got to do something, you know?
Yeah, we're
Drastic
doing
times, drastic measures.
I'm hanging my ass out in the breeze for the room.
Well, you got, because everybody picked the Bills for tonight's game.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
something. Sorry.
Well, everybody picked the Bills, so you are definitely getting shot tomorrow. Sorry.
I welcome it.
Is that,
3
is that-
shots coming your way?
Oh.
Is it
You
3
did not
shots?
say that out
I don't
loud,
know. It's
but
on, I think it's on the board over
Learn?
there.
Yeah.
The board, please.
it's 3. You don't have to look. I'll take 4. I don't care.
Is it 3 or 4?
Can I ask one favor in
It's 3.
advance, though? Could you please not shoot me in the exact same spot 3 times in a row on my left ass cheek that you've been burrowing a hole into? Can you at least give me
As-
one?
Sure,
As
man.
Moon's representative, he will take that into account. He can't guarantee anything.
Wow.
He will take.
We don't even get to pick where we get.
He will
like,
take your
you
request.
can't ask for a 2-cheeker.
Rafe
I,
Williams.
I respect the fact that you are so confident in my skills that you're asking for me to place it. Because
You have hit me. Not just in. Here's the thing. You have hit me in the exact same spot
I have a favorite spot.
over
that's for
multiple occasions. It is the exact. You're slowly.
Rafe?
It's like you're the dudes in. You're the mining crew in Armageddon who's trying to drill a hole in the asteroid that is
Bruce
my ass.
Willis?
Rafe Esmeralda Williams. He will take it into account.
Dean, right?
Sure. It will be considered.
It is Dean.
How you decide to
you for
treat me
knowing
this
that.
next 24 hours will also be considered.
Why do you get to shoot everybody?
Because I'm the
That's his
best.
job.
What? I've
Well,
shot people.
assigned.
I've done really well.
I mean,
in
he
this
claims
been
to be the
assigned
best.
Because he loves it.
I'm jealous.
I've
of
never
Moon
missed.
Right now.
He
Why does
loves
get
it
to
and he
shoot?
pulls rank.
Miss.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
going to bring in my
I've
own
been
gun.
perfect the whole time.
Learn next.
What?
When Moon loses next time,
Oh, dude.
I promise you will get to shoot him. Okay.
Thanks.
All
Thanks,
right.
Daddy.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
What is? Hey, on that note, we'll take a break. We'll come back and Moon will give the sports report. Okay.
Okay.
I need a wet wipe.
No.
He actually dumped out of that daddy.
I know he dumped the daddy.
Who got daddied? Was that him or me?
I
That
don't
was
know.
Rizz.
Either way,
I'll be
I
next.
need a
time.
wet wipe. Buddy Warhorse at December to Remember 3 happening Sunday, December 17th at the South Broadway Athletic Club. Once again, we're out there with Glory Pro Wrestling. Enjoy an afternoon of in-ring action featuring the roster of Glory Pro, including Warhorse and Dan the Dad and many more, plus special in-ring photo op with the Rizz Show and more, with proceeds benefiting the Points annual holiday food drive and Operation Food Search. All the details, December to Remember 3. All ages. Tickets are on sale now, 1057thepoint.com. All right, Moon, what do you got for us?
Sports presented by DraftKings, the Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings, the Casino Queen Sportbook. Hat tricks by St. Louis Blues captain Braden Shin and winger Pavel Buchnevich overwhelmed the Colorado Avalanche in an 8-2 butt-kicking Saturday night at Ball Arena. Shin scored twice in the first period, added a third on a power play in the third period for his fourth career hat trick, his first since 2017. The Blues had 2 players with hat tricks for the first time since 1986.
Wow.
2 things about that game. Number one, I was watching, even though they were in Colorado, hats came onto the ice, which is unusual for an away team getting a hat trick.
Dang.
And
it's hats, by the way.
Hats, and our Car Shield commercial aired.
Yeah.
The one where we had a toaster ravioli
Sweet.
contest with Ric Flair,
Oh, that's great.
which I didn't know was going to air, and I walked away from the TV, and somebody texted me. I was like, hey, man, you were on TV with Ric Flair. I
awesome.
missed it.
It's such a great commercial.
You haven't seen a run yet.
Oh, yeah.
The Blues
on.
filled all the columns. They scored in every period, scored in every way. They scored 2 power play goals. They scored 2 shorthanded goals, and they scored in the first 68 seconds of the games, and they scored in the final 49 seconds of the game. So that's pretty cool. The number 16 Tigers beat the number 14 Volunteers 36-7 in a sold-out Memorial Stadium on Saturday. It reversed the terrible trend of bad losses to the Volunteers, 4 straight with 2 particularly bad ones in the past 2 years, so congratulations to Mizzou.
That's awesome.
According to the Philadelphia 76ers, Kelly Oubre Jr., I think that's how you say his name, Oubre or Oubre, 27-year-old star player fell victim to a reckless driver on Saturday night in the city center neighborhood of Philly. He was out and about, it seems, during a night off on the team's schedule. The details of what exactly happened are a little murky, but it sounds like he got hit at the corner of an intersection by a car right after taking a picture with somebody. Vehicle in question took off without a trace. As a result of the hit, he is said to have sustained some injuries. Reports saying he's dealing with broken ribs, bruises, and other abrasions. Currently hospitalized. Team personnel, including the president, showed up last night to visit him. Obviously, he's going to be out for a while. Cops are investigating the hit and run. So far, no suspects or persons of interest have been ID'd. Shortly before the incident, like I mentioned, he was photographed posing with a young fan. And Mayara, I think that's her name. O'Neal, youngest child of 4-time NBA champion and Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, signed her national letter of intent Sunday to play women's basketball for the Florida Gators. O'Neal, a 6'4" post player who is ranked number 33 in the ESPNW Top 100 for the 2024 class, picked Florida over the other finalists, including her father's alma mater and reigning national champion LSU. Apparently, everybody expected her to go to LSU and follow in Shaq's footsteps, but nah. She said she visited a few different schools. 17-year-old made her decision to go to Gainesville, Florida, and said it would solidified her decision to commit to the Gators when she last visited and talked to Coach Kelly Ray Finley. As we mentioned before the break, we lost in the Pick'em Challenge. Rafe had 6, the rest of us had 7, and Lern won everything with 9. Rafe will get shot tomorrow because everybody on their team and our team has the Bills tonight. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, we'll take a final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. Monday show in the books. Hey. Thank you, St. Louis.
Nice job, St. Louis.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
We landed the plane today. Awesome. Just me. Okay. All right.
No, it's
Yeah.
Fine. Give yourselves a round of applause, guys. Everybody.
Hey, can
Moon's not clapping.
Oh, I'm not clapping. I have a
Learn's not
bottle in
clapping.
my
clapping.
hand. Oh.
Moon's giving jazz hands, which is fine.
Oh, that equals
This the hippie clap, man. I'm
We're
dancing,
old. We
bro.
dance with our arms up.
Oh, yeah. Hippie clap.
Hey, thanks for the kolaches. Where do they come from?
Greg Warren's
Warren.
house.
Greg
The
Warren's
great.
kolaches.
Greg Warren's kolaches.
Yeah.
He's asking who made them, guys.
What does it say there?
American kolache
Yeah.
on Manchester.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yumminess.
And then shout out to Josh, who dropped off this gooey butter cake cream that's rum with natural flavors that is being sold at Schnucks. It's a
thank you.
Schnucks label, and it's like essentially like rum chata, only local.
I want to put that in my coffee.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now. We can, because we're
No,
going out
thank
there.
you. Thank you for the.
Nice.
No, thank you.
No, that's gooey butter. That's
Gooey butter
alcohol gooey butter cake. Sold at Schnucks.
That's right.
Lern and I going to share that. Thank you.
We're going to get the holiday party started.
Tomorrow, Steve-O joins us. His special, the Bucket List Tour, comes out tomorrow. I think officially. I think he made me pre-order it at his website now. But, man, homework. Watch it.
I will.
Crazy. You let me know what you think.
I'm going to be live texting you as I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Will she
You're
be
gonna
able to
love it.
sleep?
No.
Okay.
No, he's going to call in what time? Around 8 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Podcast is titled?
We had a lot of different options, and we landed on Next Life, I'm a Big Terry.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Next Life, I'm a Big Terry.
All right.
Who said that?
With that being said, anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
Make sure you get your Punk Rock Christmas tickets while they last, December 9th. You can go to the Pageant's website or the Point website and get your tickets now.
All right. That's it. That's it.
I think so.
All right. We leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Belleville, Illinois, Brandon Tedder is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Let's hear this song.